We're just normal men.
What do you mean, normal men?
We're just innocent men.
It's time for Side Scrollers with me, Stuttering Craig. No, you don't get the 96-ounce Coke Zeros, Blabs.
Yo, my Androids, what's up?
And straight from the hood, Phoenix.
It's really enjoyable as an adult male to shit your pants.
And now, broadcasting from our homes around the internet, it's time for Side Scrollers.
Okay, you ready? Open wide!
Oh, welcome out to Side Scrollers on YouTube.com and Rumble.com. And most importantly, SideScrollersPlus.com. What's going on, everybody? Happy Tuesday to you. Hi. Stutter and Craig. Good to see you guys. Glad to be back after an eventful weekend, but glad you're with us today. Hello, Blabs.
Hi, hello. You're the real Craig this time.
Are you, were you fake Craig?
No. I wasn't fake Craig at all. No, there was another person who was fake Craig who then used your face as a talking thing, and then he actually ripped your face off by accident. Your jaw went that way. So you missed a lot.
Sounds like an average day on Side Scrollers, if I'm being totally honest with you, but all right. Did everything, nothing blew up?
Actually, surprisingly, I didn't get any strikes. Nothing blew up. I got all the links set up the first time, so none of the streams had to be fixed. It was, can't say I did a bad job.
All right, excellent. Well, chat, let me know if Blabs did a bad job today.
They'll be like, she sucks, never leave again.
Sure you did just fine. Joining us today on this wonderful Tuesday, everyone is beyond excited to welcome in the birthday girl herself.
Not Phoenix.
Everyone put your hands together for Phoenix. Hello, Phoenix. Great to see you.
Yeah, I was so excited. Thank you so much. And, and this is actually what I always had hoped for when I was blowing out the candles this morning alone per usual. So thank you I was hoping that you would actually bring me on early. So thank you so much, Greg. I appreciate that.
Hey, Phoenix, I love the imagery of you slowly putting one candle into a cake, like a little cupcake.
It is.
And slowly
That's exactly.
Just thinking sad about and trying to light your lighter over and over again. It's not lighting. Then you eventually get it, and then it slowly lights. And then
just a big wide shot of me. I'm very
yourself
alone in an
birthday.
apartment. Yeah.
Singing happy birthday to yourself slowly. Happy birthday. Starting to weep a little bit.
The tear burns out the candle.
God, I love you. You're the best.
So gay.
Blaz, with all due respect, Phoenix gets my humor, and I appreciate Phoenix's humor. It's outstanding. It's wonderful. All right, someone who definitely maybe kind of gets my humor. By the way, I'm saving Straub for the end because she's the true birthday girl. Is Rev? Hello, Rev.
Hello, everyone.
How's it going?
I'm doing pretty good. It's great to be back. Disappointed to not be one of the birthday girls here today, but we'll keep it rolling.
You have to earn your birthday rights today.
I'll change my pronouns in my bio real quick.
Thank you very much. Appreciate that. If you were they them, you can actually have birthdays multiple times a day. Just for the
Good thinking. Wow,
it's good.
All right.
Good. But everyone, please put your hands together for the true star of today's show, the wonderful birthday girl herself. Not a day over 21. Straub.
Yeah,
birthday. It's my birthday.
Put her in the center.
Thank you, everyone. Yes,
Happy
it is
birthday.
An honor. It's an honor to share this amazing day with Phoenix. And I just truly look forward to spending my day of birth with you all.
That's great. Listen, most people, when they ask for their birthday wish, it is truly to be on Side Scrollers. So we're glad we can help grant that wish for you, Straub. And we look forward to celebrating in the best way possible today.
Absolutely.
Yes.
Absolutely. Do you have any birthday wishes outside of being on our show?
Just to have a really good day. We have good stuff planned, and Rev already made today really special, so it's gonna be a good day. I'm feeling good.
Now, please don't ruin my street cred, okay? I'm a rough and tumble kind of guy. What are you talking about?
Oh wow!
I woke up this morning to a nice happy birthday banner and the living room all decorated, and a cake and flowers and some books and just lots of stuff. He was so sweet.
That
you had morning cake? That's
Well, no,
that's awesome.
We haven't had the cake yet. He went out and grabbed
okay.
it. I didn't even know he was getting a whole cake because it's just the two of us.
Hmm.
But it's very sweet.
Gay.
It's true.
Sorry.
It's fair enough.
No, that's what a true love of your life does. Is you get out the birthday banner, and you let your love know how much you love her, which is great. Listen,
I would have made
He puts up with
pancakes,
me, so.
candle in the center, with a little bacon spelled out "Happy Birthday." I think that
That's
would have
cute.
been.
I did get pancakes. I got IHOP actually.
oh,
So it was
Ooh.
pretty good.
wow.
Mm-hmm.
Labs, you an IHOP fan?
No, but I really hope all the employees there just hop around. I'm
That's
sure
true,
Mike
they
the
do.
Cyborg might work there. Because he's only got one leg.
It's the International House of Pancakes. That's why it's called that, Blabs.
Yeah, I know that. I just like the one leg jokes instead.
IHOP. That's what
was
you're hoping
making-
they do,
I
probably,
was
right?
making sure.
Okay.
I was making sure she knew.
No, I find that tastes like cardboard, to be perfectly honest. So, yeah.
That's fair.
Well, there goes that
I
sponsor.
I
All
like
right.
them.
I had a wonderful IHOP sponsorship lined up, and you just ruined it, Blabs. That's good. Congratulations. The official breakfast of Side Scrollers was IHOP, and here you go. It's out the door.
Oops.
Oops. All right. Well, look, if we can get past that, I would like to encourage everybody to subscribe to our channel. Join the 142,000 just normal men who have found us over on YouTube. The nearly 43,000 who have found us over on rumble.com/sidescrollers. Of course, we are live over on Kick. We're live over on Twitch. And of course, you can find the show over on Spotify as well. Did you know that? Did you know that? Well, now you do, which is great. Big show. Actually, so I guess last week we finished up our greatest console ever tournament, which, man, that was a lot. There's a lot going on there. Big days, small days, and every other day there was a lot of emotion that happened, which is why we're very excited that next week we'll be starting a brand new tournament on this show, which I don't have an asset for. Should we just tell them what it's going to be, Phoenix?
Yeah, I think so.
It'll be the greatest video game franchise ever. That will be the 16, I guess, franchise tournament. It's going to start on Monday of next week. You guys
That's
have
a
any
$1 million
thoughts?
idea right there.
Thank you, Rev. We're going to see if that holds true. Any thoughts on that, Rev? What's your greatest video game franchise ever? I
You
know.
personally, it's not like historically
me
for you.
personally. Oh, then World of Warcraft.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
I mean, okay. Straub, you got anything on?
I could have told you that for
okay.
him. For me, I'm gonna have to go with Rugrats Royal Ransom.
Let's go. All right. And Blabs goes with not Harry Potter, but some sort of roller
Zoo
coaster type.
Tycoon!
Oh, really? I would have said Jurassic World Evolution.
No, it's very, very close. Very
Okay.
close,
All right,
yeah.
but Zoo Tycoon it is.
Yeah.
Well,
that's
I've
good.
been
Well,
playing
that
Zoo
is-
Tycoon longer.
That's going to start next week. The greatest video game franchise ever on Monday. We're going to have a full bracket of that. I don't even know if World of Warcraft's on the list, if I'm being totally honest with you. I got to go back and relook at it because there's six. It's
I have an answer for you. I'm probably not going to say, correct?
yeah. Don't say that.
I won't say
because
anything.
we may need to revise that for Rev. I don't know.
Sure.
We'll see.
Well, there's your answer, folks.
How much I actually I mean to you guys, you know.
Yeah, we'll just revise the whole thing, which is great. But today's showdown today actually tugs at the nostalgia strings. I'm very excited for this. Was actually suggested by a viewer, which I'm going to read in 3 distinct names so it doesn't come together at one time, as Steph's Vibe Raider suggested today's Side Scroller Showdown. Phoenix, what do we have today?
Here we go.
Today's showdown. As the escalator stairs fall from the heavens, will be. That's right. Friends, it is the DeLorean versus the Ecto-1. The DeLorean of Back to the Future versus the Ecto-1 from Ghostbusters. Which is the coolest fictional car? Time travel versus the Ghostbuster machine. Rev, any thoughts?
Ooh, I'm gonna go with the Ghostbusters.
Oh, wow. Okay. All right.
I've
Rob,
seen a
would you-
real life replica and it was pretty cool.
Oh, okay. But well, you've never seen a real life replica of like the DeLorean before?
Nope.
Oh, wow. Rob, what about you? Do you know either of those movies?
Where's the TARDIS?
Oh, well,
Yes, let's go.
maybe
Put
that'll
her
be
on the
tomorrow.
inside.
Yeah.
Maybe that'll be tomorrow. Blabs, any thoughts on this matchup?
I'm gonna go with Ecto because it makes the really cool alarm sounds like. "Meow." Yeah, I
Literally
really like
about
that.
to say that. I was just going to say, like, for me, it's the DeLorean, but then I think about the Ecto one that, that's like such an iconic, great sound.
No.
This is a tough one.
Well, you can vote with your super chats, direct donations, and Rumble rants, and let us know which truly reigns supreme. Because as we know, today, April 14th, 2026, when people have this discussion about which truly reigns supreme, the Ecto One or the DeLorean from Back to the Future, today will be the deciding factor that, and you, friends, will be the ones who make that decision. So congratulations on that. All right. It should be a fun day with all that. With that said, B. Barrett came in with the $5 right off the bat. It says, Voldemort is male, fucktards.
Yes.
Thank you for that, B. Barrett. Where,
That's
so
a thing.
there's rumors saying that like Tilda Swinton is gonna be Voldemort in HBO. They're just rumors though.
Okay. Boss Snake Master, thanks so much for your super chat. It says, Craig Homeboy, please represent in wearing the MGGA cap, you dig? Happy birthday, Fee-Man. Word to your blobs, faux shizzle.
I got all that. Thank you, man. I can translate if you ever need that too, Craig.
Yeah, well, by all means.
You're just saying how great I am, and I appreciate that greatly, and what a great asset I've been to this show. So I appreciate all of that. That was wonderful. Thank you.
Hey, all accurate there, based on
correct.
Boss Snake Master, and I appreciate you throwing out some jive for us this morning, which is great. Shantae Boots says, read your post on X, Craig, praying for you and your family. Bless the Side Scrollers crew. Yeah, thanks, man. Appreciate it. Yeah, I've been through Blaz and Phoenix have known about it for a little bit, but yeah, I've been going through a big just pile of crappy crap the last 9 months or so with a lot of loss in my life, and I haven't really talked about it publicly, but
Yeah, that's a really tough. It's been a tough
Yeah.
while for you. That is, how you holding up?
yeah, well, and that's why I wasn't on the show
Therapy.
yesterday. And Schraub, to catch you up, I don't know if you saw this or not, but in the last 9 months, I had a friend and neighbor struck by lightning and killed. A family friend die of a heart attack while driving. Another friend, the family pass away, who was like, this is a guy who came to our, Christmases and Thanksgivings, is like truly a family member. Our puppy dog Bowser died like right before. I didn't even put that right before Christmas, which was like, bleh. And yesterday, actually, that's where I was at yesterday. I was at a funeral for a sweet little girl, 14 years old, who died of cancer, which was like, ugh. So I was just saying that, not necessarily not for sympathy by any means, but just like, hey, there's only so much time, right? So don't waste it. So
It's the only silver lining, I guess, if you will, to horrible times and death and things like that. It's that it always is a good reminder of what you have and the time you have left and who you want to spend it with. Like it's a reminder, because during our day-to-day work and everything, we kind of fall into rhythms and we forget how lucky we are. Even if we don't have much, you're still lucky to be alive and the people around you. So it's something to really soak in every once in a while when you can.
Yeah, no, preach for sure. It's, for me, it puts a lot of things in perspective. This is a guy, the guy that where it all kind of started to go downhill was, I said my neighbor got struck by lightning. He was playing golf, and it wasn't like a rainy day or anything. Like rain was like 4 hours away, and he just got hit by this random bolt of lightning and ended up killing him. Dude was my age, left behind a wife and 2 kids, and then on the other side of this, we got a daughter, 14 years old. She's leaving behind 2 sisters and obviously her parents. Like, my God, like, it happens quick, man. It happens quick. And trying to have these conversations with your kids about, why this happened. And, and the answer is, I don't know. I wish I could tell you. I don't know why these things happen, but appreciate all the warm wishes. I just posted that, and mainly to help people have perspective, to cherish the days that you have and the time that you have and the relationships that you have. They're very, very important. So
Also, just incredible you've been keeping things up, man. We're
Oh.
we're all very sorry you're going through this.
Oh man, it's honestly, this show has been wonderful for me to be able to kind of distract myself from all the nonsense. It just kind of felt like, when it rains, it pours. So being on the show and creating content and doing stuff for Sideshow has honestly been awesome. So, anyways, I appreciate the kind words there, Shantae Boots, and thanks for all the well wishes over on X and everything like that. It can always be worse. I mean, I could have been the one who was gone or something like that, in the immediate family. And God willing, that's a long way away. So, B Barrett says, put this in my previous donation towards the DeLorean. That's $10 there from B Barrett. Thank you very much. Gear says, Rev, we're witnessing the satisfying downfall of offline TV. Psychono, Hassan, Mujin, and after I went out with Super Rage Chats, Glitch Prod next.
There's a lot there. There's a lot of stuff I've been talking about. It would take multiple streams to cover everything that was just mentioned. Yeah.
Okay. So has Hassan had a downfall in the last 5 days since I've been on the show or something?
I mean, it's just the usual stuff. When you think it can't get any worse, it does. I mean, the sycophants will keep being sycophants,
Okay. Hispanic Healer came in and says, if you're going to build a time machine, you better do it with style. That's $1 for the DeLorean right there. Torgo says $2 for the Ecto-1. It has better incidental music. Thank you, Torgo. Young Stove says DeLorean all day, wing doors and all the stainless steel, and Doc Brown riding passenger. Let's fucking go. Also, the story DeLorean is hilarious. He trafficked below. Thank you. That's 5 for the DeLorean. Shantae Boots says, when this baby hits 88 miles per hour, you're going to see some serious shit. DeLorean, baby. That's 5 right there for the DeLorean. Patrick came in with $20. Says, I love both cars, and I can't rightly choose one. Let the birthday girl choose. Happy birthday, Straub. Oh, Straub. $20 for?
I'll put it for the DeLorean.
Oh, right there. Nice. Gear. Says Super Chat's on 50-50 because there's not a Nissan GTR. Nice. Thank you for that, Gear. Remember, we can't split things. Dr. T is King came with 10 and says, the DeLorean is the coolest car, period. The time travel version is also cool, but my dream car is the DeLorean model company classic DeLorean, the gull wing doors, the trunk in the front, perfection. There's $10 for the DeLorean right there. Flying Nanook came in with $20. Says, happy birthday, Straub. Hopefully Rev has a big surprise for your special day. While the DeLorean is a neat car, I appreciate the gull wings. I have to go with the Ecto-1 for the classic design. $20 for the Ecto-1. Jefferson says, happy birthday, everybody. My dad sings the Three Stooges birthday song every year for mine and my brother's birthday. Kind of a transition. If you have a second, it's 30 seconds on YouTube. I think you'd enjoy it. There's $10 for the Ecto-1.
My papa used to watch that with me a lot when I was a kid.
Can you sing it?
I don't remember how that goes.
Oh, no. Blabs, can you pull that up, please? So we can get that a little bit later.
What was it? I'm doing like 4 things. Which
Yeah,
one?
Three Stooges birthday song.
Got it.
Yep. Yeti says, with 10, says, personally, I say the Pontiac Trans Am from Smokey and the Bandit, but given the choice, I have to go with the DeLorean. There's 10 for the DeLorean. By the way, have you guys ever seen Smokey and the Bandit before?
Ages ago, yeah.
Like a long time ago.
Rev, you ever seen
I have not.
No?
No, he hasn't.
I watched it on Netflix probably 2, 3, 4 months ago. I've never seen it before. Always heard about it. And that is a movie that, man, what a movie from a different time where none of the things that are done in Smokey and the Bandit could be done today. Like literally zero, from the cop chase to the the technology is so much better. And I just love the CB radio stuff, man. I would love to watch Smokey and the Bandit. Just so it's such a time capsule from the late 70s and early 80s. Oh, it's spectacular. So good. Guy in Hemlock came in with 10 and says, happy birthday, Straub. Glad to see you and Rev. Ecto-1. There's 10 for the Ecto-1 right there. Also, $20 from Epsilon Sama says, the quarter pounder is a flagger. He is a cuck with a bull. Whoa, buddy. Also, happy birthday, Straub and Craig. Sorry for you, Craig or Thee. I guess sorry for you. It can always be worse. You could always be Jer. Put this for the DeLorean. $20 for the DeLorean right there. All right, we will get to the rest of your super chats, recommendations, rumble rants. Throughout the duration of the show, we've dilly-dallied quite a bit, and we have a lot of news to get to today, friends, including Chuck Norris, which is really all I need to say about things. So, everyone ready to go?
Yep.
Ready.
Let's get into it. It's time for my favorite segment, your favorite segment, everybody in the world's favorite segment. It's time for Hard News.
Hard News.
You know, X is a wonderful place that allows you to be exposed to some wonderful things and horrible things at the same time. But today, we found it. The greatest video on the internet today. And Blabs, do you have any idea who this is?
Yeah, that's Pee Wee Herman.
That's right. Not anymore, bitch. Let's go. Let's go. All right. So this is Chuck Norris, obviously rest in peace, appearing in all the best movies. I play
That's
the music.
hilarious.
Have
Wait,
you
is
not
this
seen
real
this?
or is this AI?
This is all real,
AI.
Blabs. No,
No, this is real. This is real.
Sorry.
Obviously real.
Blabs, can you name any of these movies?
Well, yeah, the one before was When Harry Met Sally.
Which one's this? Do you know this one?
That's Anthony Hopkins flying through a window.
Ah, yes.
I don't know what that is, man.
Nosferatu?
Goonies discount?
Nosferatu.
I don't know.
I mean, it's just spectacular. And I would play the music, but man, by the way, can we give it up for Pee Wee Herman just getting the roundhouse kick across the face and
Yeah,
flying
not
15
even
feet?
like a stuntman on the ground or anything. That's rough.
Oh, absolutely spectacular. I love this. I am willing to pay more for RAM for this.
So, like, wait. It is AI. What do you mean it's real,
Good
Phoenix?
Lord. Good Lord, Blabs.
I was like, wait a minute, how can this be real?
Blab's arm's supposed
I'm
to
like,
be
did
the
they
naive one.
come to
What
your
are we
set?
doing?
It is
He
time
came
to see
to-
yourself out of here, Blabs. I would take a break.
I was really confused. I'm like, how can you actually say this is real? This cannot be real. I'm like, what do you do? Come to every single set in the same outfit and be like, all right,
Wow.
guys, I need you all to just film.
Oh, boy.
Yes, that's exactly what he did. He showed up on Pee Wee's Big Adventure.
Dressed the same every single time.
Golly.
I was like, oh, he went to Harry and Sally's set. All right, that's cool.
I appreciate that that Billy Crystal was willing to take a roundhouse kick to
Yeah.
the back of the head here.
Well, that's why I was really confused. I'm like, dude, there's no stunt map.
She should have had her
That's why you were
orgasm right there when he did that.
Yep.
I agree. It's like, oh, thank God. It's the greatest thing in the world.
Oh, well, you tried to bamboozle me, and it's not working.
No, well, but these
And yet
though,
it
Blabs.
did.
No, it didn't, because I'm really looking there. I'm trying to understand how it can be real.
No, Blabs. Those were fake. But these were real.
This is real.
And here we go. This is all real right here. Oh,
I
no.
really wish he kicked her.
I don't believe you.
No, all these are real, Blabs.
No, stop it.
You don't.
Be gone, demon.
High five. Look, you
Yeah,
don't remember
okay,
this?
let's be real here.
Wait, hold on. You don't remember that from Harry Potter?
Yeah, it was in the BTS on the Blu-ray specials only.
Okay. And Elaine getting
And deserved.
Oh, outstanding. Yeah, this is all behind the scenes footage. I think this is a regular thing. And this is one of the biggest things, Blabs, that you need to understand is since Chuck Norris has died, he actually had a reoccurring role where like in every single movie he would come in dressed up in his denim jean jacket and his pants, and they would make that for Blu-rays. So since he died in Blu-rays, that's the only thing that's been keeping Blu-rays alive, Blabs, is Chuck Norris
Oh, the
bonus
sales.
scenes.
Okay. Awesome.
So
I believe you.
I mean, you believe everything else we said.
I didn't, though. I kept saying that. Like, how can you possibly tell me this is real? I'm just sitting there doubting the entire time.
Saying this is what the internet was created for right here. I love everything about. And he took her sandwich too, which is the best.
The
which
biggest
is great.
giveaway that it's AI is freaking what's her face's name's face getting distorted when she looks into the camera.
Who's that?
When Harry Met Sally, that clip. What's her face's name?
Well, no, she looked at the,
Meg
looked at the
Ryan.
camera. Once again, Blabs, Blu-ray special. You know, even when
Totally.
Nosferatu was created, or
I totally believe you.
this is a classic, Blabs. Chuck Norris went back to 1923 and made this thing happen, or whatever this was.
Yeah.
Oh my God, I love this. Anyways, a little bit of fun. Is there a movie that you'd like to see Chuck Norris show up in and do maybe a roundhouse kick to
Oh my
somebody's
God,
face?
Star Wars. And he freaking just like throws like Kylo Ren off or something, and so he doesn't kill Ben Solo like Harrison Ford.
Well, I'm glad you brought up Star Wars, Blabs.
Me and Star Wars. Really? They made a Star Wars meme?
Because we have more. Blabs, are you familiar with Jean-Claude Van Damme?
Not really, but I know who he is. He was in that episode of Friends.
I'm going to say, that's how you know him. You know him from Friends. That's great.
His friends in Shrek.
Yeah.
Rev,
Wait,
I
he
bet
was in Shrek?
No. I'm just saying that's your
I was
cultural
gonna say,
references.
What did he voice? Did he voice like
Oh,
one of
boy.
the blind mice?
No.
Rev, I bet you're quite familiar with Jean-Claude Van Damme, huh? Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah. Did you know he's also in Star Wars? He made a guest appearance as R2-D2.
Did he now?
Yeah, check it out.
Yeah.
This is, yeah.
We're not interested in the hyperdrive on the Millennium Falcon at 6. Just open the door, you stupid lump! I never doubted this.
Well, to be fair, Craig, this was from the extended cut.
That is
some
true.
people might have
Yes.
missed it.
The George Lucas edition.
Nothing about this is wrong. As a matter of fact, if we're not doing this on the internet in 2026, putting Jean-Claude Van Damme from Bloodsport into Star Wars, what are we even doing? You know, I think that's the big question. Rev Straub, is there any movies that you'd like to see Chuck Norris and or Jean-Claude Van Damme put in via AI?
You know what? I'll keep it kind of consistent with today's theme. Like maybe have Chuck Norris go back to the girl boss version of Ghostbusters and land a few roundhouse kicks there. That would have been a good time a few years ago.
Okay. All right. I like that. Straub?
Maybe see him in like Mean Girls or something.
Ooh.
That'd be funny.
Yes.
But who's he kicking?
Like, I don't know, remember whenever Katy gets like put into the trash can, like she flips into the trash can? Like be something like that, like he kicks her into the trash can, I don't know.
No, it's when the gay guy stand up and goes, he doesn't even go here.
Doesn't even
Or
go
that.
here.
Or he
I
kicks-
hate
or
that
he
I know
kicks
this. I know exactly
Regina George
what we're
into
talking
the
about.
bus, and then she dies.
Yeah, it's actually not the bus that hits her. It's Chuck Norris.
Chuck Norris, yeah, roundhouse kick. That's right. See, now we're talking. That internet, go crazy. DB Wild, where are you at? Let's go. Let's see Regina George get hit by a Chuck Norris roundhouse kick. God, that's awesome. I love everything about that. Well, people talk about like, oh, in the old days of the internet. No. Look, there's a lot of drab and crap on the internet, but really what it comes down to is we are in a golden age of internet creation now. It just doesn't last as long as it did back then because things move so fast. So, you know, the ability to create crap and I say crap, as fast as you possibly can, it's there. I mean, we have, for God's sakes, we have Chuck Norris in The Exorcist. What are we doing? It's great stuff. I love that. I love everything about that. I also love Israel came in with the $50 frolic. It says, greetings, side scrollers. Let's remember that tomorrow is not promised, so the present is a gift. Both the Ecto One and DeLorean are awesome movie icons, so $20 to the Ecto One, but $30 to the DeLorean for a cool factor. And of course, time travel, y'all. Cheers. Listen, Blabs, are you going to yell at Israel?
Here's the thing: we can't really allow exceptions, though. But I don't know how else to put it because he's going half and half, and I don't know what to do here.
Well, the reality
Technically
is
not half and half, though. I don't know if you want to try and find a
then
loophole.
I would say we should, because we're trying not to do the splits, guys, here. So if he's going for 30 for DeLorean, it should go all for DeLorean then.
I agree.
Here's what I can say if you want to be like really nice. You can say that that's technically not half. And that, okay, guys, moving forward after
We've
this.
done that already.
Okay.
Rules are rules. I am the HR.
Thank you,
Okay.
Blabs.
All right, so what am I
50
doing?
for the DeLorean.
Okay.
All for
Thank
the
you,
DeLorean right
Israel.
there. Israel, greatly appreciate it. You were on the wall, my man. Appreciate that. By the way, Phoenix, I did see that you had the wall behind you this last few days.
I did, yes.
With the face. Can you do the face?
Maybe.
This is what we're talking about here. Hang on.
1 second.
Yeah.
There.
Oh, that's wonderful.
Yeah.
No, he's not done yet.
What do you mean I'm not done yet? Hi, Craig. How's it going?
Oh my gosh.
Wow.
Hi,
it's like
buddies.
oh no! What happened? My jaw. Oh no! Thank you very much. Appreciate that. I look so concerned.
You did. Yeah.
Thank you, Phoenix. Appreciate it.
I took your hosting duties very seriously, Craig.
You did wonderful. That's great. That's also terrifying. Alex came in with 5, says Ecto 1, but for the hunting grounds, I'd rather have the Impala. Thank you for that, Alex. 5 for the Ecto 1. Silo Full of Podcast came in with 5, says there's so much history with the DeLorean car because the creator almost went to jail for burying drug money to save the company. So DeLorean. 5 for the DeLorean right there. SPQR came in with 5, says you can't know when things will happen. My cousin got into drugs as a teen, got clean, and was driving his friends to a camping trip when he was killed by a head-on drunk driver, age 19. And then he just closed that message with DeLorean. That's
the spirit.
That's
Thanks for the donation.
Literally, like, that's life. That's life in a super chat right there.
I hope he was at the funeral while he was texting that. Like, in closing, DeLorean. Also, great girl. Miss her a lot.
Phoenix.
I don't think Craig's cried this much on stream since when I accidentally came out underneath the table.
I literally have tears. It's so funny. Oh my
Anyway.
God. No, Blast, please go to the next story.
How much was that, Blaz, by the way?
$5.
I couldn't see it. I don't know what
The
it was.
price was very high.
Oh, there it is.
my
5.
gosh.
Oh my gosh.
Someone said my whole neighborhood died in a fire. By the way, DeLorean.
Anyway, I'm going to read some more supers real fast because Craig's done. Emerald for 5 says DeLorean just because of incorporating it was with the film score, which is fantastic. Also, building a time machine out of a DeLorean. All right, so 5 for DeLorean. Fausta for 5 says for the DeLorean, when that thing reached 88 miles per hour, we saw some serious shit. Redbeard for 2 says, wasn't the DeLorean a commercial failure until it was featured in the movie? My vote is for the Ecto 1. That's 2 for Ecto. Idiot Rider, that's my alt. I personally want the March 5, but I choose Ecto 1, so that's 2 for Ecto. John Kanji says, it could be worse, Craig. You could be born in India. This is for DeLorean. It's a member message. What is that, $3, I think?
Yeah.
Yeah, all right, that's
Sounds
3
good.
for the DeLorean. Sly Rye for 10 says, Craig, hearing what you've been dealing with and relating to my loved ones, an older dog really got me. I'm sorry for all your loss, but I appreciate the perspective. Now let's have some fun. DeLorean. 10
Yes.
for DeLorean.
If we can just, if all super chats can have a really heartwarming message, and then just also for whatever at the end, that'd be great.
Tinley for 2 says, happy date of birth, Straub and Phoenix for DeLorean. It's 2 for DeLorean. And then one on plus just came in from Danny for 5. He says, I mean, yeah, that's life. My wife's first cousin just lost her youngest and her husband in a head-on car wreck in November. It was a rough time, but that's life. Ecto 1. That's 5 for Ecto. Jesus Christ, guys.
It's
Anyway.
like these gut-wrenching messages of true mortality come through. And then it's like, by the way, Ecto 1 or DeLorean. It's just, so good. All right. Phoenix, you losing it made me lose it, dude.
Yeah.
I was trying to hold it in, but I couldn't. All right. Let's go and move on. Let's have a little fun. Hey, how about some toys? Straub, I wonder, you ever play with a Skip It?
A skip it. It sounds familiar.
Just skip it. Anybody? No?
It's not like a bop it, right?
No,
I know exactly what it is. You would.
No.
He
You
plays
would-
with one every other day, actually.
That's
like
correct.
You put it around your foot and you.
Yeah,
you
spin it around and
you jump, and it counts how many times you've done it.
I never did that, but I do know what you're talking about.
This commercial from 1991, I very much remember, and I love everything about it.
Hey now kids, come get around. See what just skipped into town. So skip it, to run, to jump, to hop, hop. Skip it, skipping and a screaming and a bop to bop. But the very best thing of all, there's a counter on this ball. So try to beat your very best score. See if you can jump a whole lot more. Skip it, come on everybody, skip it. Roaring
It
good
just
fun
cuts
from Tiger
to a-
Joy.
It just cuts to someone very sad in a wheelchair. It's just tied to the wheel.
And the best thing is it has a
0.
counter.
Make it move.
The true very best thing of all is that there is a counter on this ball.
I don't think the kid in the wheelchair is getting a very high counter, unfortunately.
Not inclusive at all. No, unless he's going like this around his arm.
Yeah.
Just flipping it around.
What if he doesn't have arms?
Well,
Too far, Blav. It's just too
yeah,
far.
that's not funny anymore.
Not even funny, Blav. It's ridiculous. But let's just see what happens when today's generation has an opportunity to play with the Skip It and other various fun toys from the past.
What's the matter? Our toys are a little too difficult for you? Huh? A little harder than just being on your iPad?
I really appreciate the dad taunting his child. What's the matter? Are you too stupid to figure it out?
Yeah, get her, Gramps.
That's right, Dad. Let's go.
Try to play with a game that we had when we were kids. You can't even do a skip it. Ow!
Not that hard, because we didn't play with iPads back then. We were outside.
Man, Dad's going right in on it. Let's go.
Just wait for it.
I was actually thinking that playing on the carpet was a bad move, but Dad totally proved me wrong here. Like I thought it was the carpet that was the thing that was. Wow, give it up for Dad right there. You said it gets better, Blabs?
He does.
Oh my.
Playing with dangerous toys. We should do this. Oh, no eyes. Come. You can do that.
What's the matter? Our toys are a little too difficult for you? Huh? A little harder than just being on your iPad?
What's wrong? What's wrong? Oh my gosh, that's spectacular. Is there a toy from your childhood that you don't think that the youths today could stack up to, Rev?
As in, like, could they do it, or would they just like not enjoy it?
Both.
I remember Hungry Hippos. That was a very fun one. I think people would be like, I don't get it. Where's the screen here? I don't get it. What's the point? Why am I doing this?
It's funny you mentioned that. I actually have Hungry Hippos about 15 feet to my left. And I will tell you this, Hungry Hippos still kind of holds up. Like very limited window of time that it works. Like it's like, you get like 1 or 2 games and that's like a total of maybe 5 to 8 minutes. But it's still okay. Now, I'll tell you what, that is an event. We've done King of the Cart. We've done Queen of the Wii. That's an event I would love to do. Like a board game event where we get people.
Crossfire.
No, Scrabble. No.
Oh, I'm good at Scrabble. The youth can't play Scrabble anymore. They can't sit still for 5 seconds and not be on their phone.
No, well, they're playing it on their phone. They're playing Scrabble on
I
their
mean
phone.
a real board game of Scrabble, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, can you imagine these kids can you imagine these kids trying to play like a game of Monopoly, like start to finish right now? There's no way their attention span can make it.
Well, it's funny you mentioned that because I saw that are updating their game to make it move faster for today's generation. Like, great. Sounds perfect. I would love to do that, Phoenix. Just saying, do a little tournament between people IRL, get them in a room, Crossfire, Hungry Hippos.
Knock hockey.
Go fish.
What'd you say, Phoenix?
Knock hockey.
What is that?
Oh my God, you don't know what knock hockey is?
No.
Oh, good Lord, Craig. It's the greatest thing ever.
Sounds incredibly racist.
Well, it is, but that's what makes it so great.
Okay. Well, how do you spell it?
That's a good question. Knock hockey. Let me look for it. Let me look for it. You got it?
Oh yeah. Okay. Okay. I know this. Here's some guys playing knock hockey right here. So it's just like tiny little hockey board.
Yeah, but you don't. So you can play with sticks, but you can also just use your hands. You would put the puck on the square, and you'd use your finger, and you would press it, and it would shoot out. So you could do it without the sticks. It's actually more fun without the sticks.
What if when we do a side scrollers event, and what if we did a paper football competition, right? Where you got to flip the field goal. You know what I'm talking about, right? Mm-hmm. Or did you guys ever play Bloody Knuckles?
Oh yeah.
So I used to do
Bloody
it with
champion
mouse traps.
Oh.
But how do you play?
Rev?
I mean, what does this sound like?
People clapping on an airplane
That
for
sounds like-
landing.
That sounds like
It doesn't
this
sound
morning
good, actually.
for me.
It sounds really bad out of context. But
Yeah.
those were knuckles, okay? Those were knuckles.
But I was just doing
You
moments
started
before
doing
the
it, and I
show.
was like,
I realized it halfway through, and I just
dare
committed
you.
to the
Stamping.
bit. I had
Sounds
to
like
keep
a
going.
lonely birthday to me.
You're damn right it was.
Okay, my Bloody Knuckles to me though
Yeah.
was not.
Yeah.
okay.
It was not that. It was where you put your fist on the table and you would flip a quarter at the people's knuckles. And the first person to
Oh.
quit was this. Did I live in like hardcore? Was this something out of the hood that I learned?
So Craig, we used to put a penny on a mousetrap, and you had to hold it and let the mousetrap hit your fingers. You just kept doing that over and over again.
Oh,
it was a
that's-
pain endurance test.
That's good.
So yeah, no, I
mine
didn't
was
play.
just
I
either,
didn't play
like-
your
I
version.
thought you just like beat your knuckles together.
Yeah, I
and
thought it was
whoever
just
could do it
we
the longest.
We either did
like,
just
bloodiest.
just like what Craig's doing, or you would do it to someone else back
Yeah.
and forth to each other. Which this is all sounding horrible out of context again, but like you guys get the point.
Yeah, totally. Now, with that said, today's youths are giant pussies. That's right. And they can't handle Bloody Knuckles or Mousetrap or Crossfire or even Skip It, for God's sakes. Ridiculous. Unbelievable. But I'm just saying, this could be the birth of something really great, Phoenix.
Do they
you know?
still play
I
Twister?
would love to do that. I would love to do that.
Do they still play what, Shrub?
Twister.
Oh, I used to play that in college.
Some funky nights at college with Blast.
Well, yeah, it was
Twister.
just with the girls or whatever. You would have a couple of drinks and everyone would try to do it while you were drunk.
Saying you're giving so
That
many
actually
people
sounds fun.
wonderful imagery here.
Why? It was PG. There was nothing dirty going on.
Did it end like a good old Ruby Rose Katy Perry
No,
incident?
I actually ended up winning. I was the last one left. I was like, yes.
You were
I'm
Katy
not helping
Perry?
my case. I'm gonna stop.
All right, we'll get to that story in a little bit. Looking forward to that. My goodness. But Tim Lee says, I'm sorry for your loss, Craig. Anyways, here's DeLorean. Two for the DeLorean. Thank you very much, Tim Lee. Alabama man says, hey, Craig, praying for you, man. Ecto 1 forever. There's $1.99 for the Ecto 1. Ninten Shell says, my sister hit me up with a Skip It. My sister hit me with her Skip It when we were kids. Lol. $10 for Ecto 1 right there. Thank you, Ninten Shell. Was says, $20 says Ecto 1 is so cool that I want to be able, I want it to be my hearse at my funeral. On a positive note, I'm seeing a Van Halen tribute band in June. The singer sounds like David Lee Roth and can do his acrobatics. Nice, Wasp. That's $20 for the Ecto 1 right there. You know, it'd be awesome if you drove up that in the Ecto 1. Just saying. Rambam with €5 money says there was a kid who got a catcher's mitt for a present. He looked over and said, "It's very nice. Where do the batteries go?" That can't be real. That can't be real. Mail Factor came in with 5. So speaking of toys, I had many toy cars as a kid: the Turtle Van, Crash Test Dummies Taxi, and the Ecto 1. Never had a DeLorean. 5 for the Ecto 1. Thank you very much, Mail Factor. And Commodore fan says, Mahong, I like the Mr. Fusion version of Doc Brown's DeLorean, as it can run by literal trash, fly, and travel through time. GB Ecto 1, Ghostbusters Ecto 1, is just an old 50s Cadillac hearse that drives like a boat. All right, $2 for the DeLorean. Phoenix, let's get a quick update before we move on to our next story. And this is going to be a real uplifter from Blabs. Looking forward to that.
Well, it is actually pretty close. We've got $160 for the Back to the Future DeLorean and $102.99 for the Ecto-1 Ghostbusters car, which is the best car, most iconic car. That's what we're looking for today, folks.
Yep. All right. Very good. It is close. It's still very, very attainable. Thank you very much, Phoenix. Appreciate that. All right. Let's go ahead and move on to, well, I'll tell you, I just want to read in the run sheet what this says. Titled by Blabs, Broken Society, a segment. Maybe we need some sort of asset for that moving forward. Just called Broken Society, a segment. Blabs, why don't you guide us through this? I did see the heartbreaking news that we had a noticeable death in the world of entertainment, huh?
I mean, I really wouldn't call it noticeable. Well, it's very noticeable. Okay, this person was 600 pounds. However, it's not like I knew who these people were. Supposedly, a bunch of people, or overweight people, obese people, unhealthily, morbidly obese people, are dying at a shockingly young age. Now, who could have foreseen this? Literally everyone. But this lady who is my 600-pound life star, her name was Dolly Martinez, has died at the age of 30. So apparently there's been like 28 deaths or something like that, where all these overweight people have been dying in the last few years. Again, who could have foreseen this?
Are you saying that they died that were on this show, or are you just saying just heavy people in general?
No, apparently we're on that show.
Oh, wow. Okay. Yeah.
Wow. Yeah.
Unless I read it wrong. That's how I understood it.
She died from a pulmonary embolism, a blood clot in the lungs.
Who could have foreseen this?
With rectal cancer listed as the underlying cause.
Yeesh.
Yeesh.
Can't even imagine the smell, especially with rectal cancer. Like that's I'm just saying the smell would be quite putrid. I think I
can also just hear the Dr. Now voice.
Yeah.
You
Me and Rev have watched quite a lot of my 600-pound
You
life.
didn't eat what I told you to eat. You go on scale and it go way up. What you doing?
Like one of the first things that happens when you die is you poop sometimes. But imagine if like that would literally smell like cancer. Like that is a lot of shit that's coming out of that whale. So like that is not, you do not want to be the coroner, the crew, the fucking, what they have to get like a crane
They
to
must
pick
have
that
had to use
gelatinous
like
mess.
multiple tables.
Oh yeah.
Ugh.
Well,
like the coroner's just like, well, this is
You
it.
can't even put her in a normal sized ambulance. She wouldn't fit, would she? So like, how do you like get help?
I mean, they do sometimes have to like, get literal cranes, and I know
Yeah.
also like
That's
certain
crazy.
people on that show, like when they would get weighed, because like they couldn't go on regular scales, they would take them to like the trucker places where they would like weigh trucks, like literal trucks, and like put them on a huge like mechanical scale for like trucks or animals.
No, that was from 1,000-Pound Sisters.
Yeah, we watched all that too.
Wouldn't it be great if they treat them like whales? They put the dynamite in it.
And just
That's one way.
explodes. Bring it to the beach. Bring it to the beach and just people all go out there and watch the 600-pound woman explode.
We've all been canceled.
Well, whatever. We're just talking hypotheticals here.
Well, it's just sad though. Like it's such a mental illness, and like no one wants to talk about it, and everyone wants to coddle people. And it is nice though. Like on that show, some people really do change their whole lives around, but you're still never gonna be like your body is permanently going to be irreparably damaged from being that size. Like there's just nothing you can have surgeries and everything. You'll never be the same.
And from watching that too, most of them fail too. Like the majority of them fail on that show, or like they maybe lose, like when you're talking to you're already like 700 pounds, they'll lose like 100 and they'll like flatline, and then the show continues for like the rest of the hour, and they end up where they started, and that's it.
Right. This Blabs, you mentioned the amount of people who have died. This goes back to the toxic positivity of this whole fat acceptance movement here. This is from Cam. Says healthy at any size. People are punched in the air right now when they realize 25 people who have appeared on 600-Pound Life have already died. 25.
Yeah. So it wasn't 28. I was off a couple numbers.
Well, either way, hey, how many people were shot by ICE this year? And we had all this uprising.
Yeah.
Not 25. Not 25. And like, look, everybody struggles with food. Everybody. It's so easy to eat. It's so readily available to literally everybody. I've been talking about how I need to take weight off for 2 years now, right? Everybody sees this. Everybody knows it's hard to stop. But this goes back to the idea that I've never seen it glorified up until the last few years, where you see these people who are so overweight that they're going to die at 30 years old. And they're given a TV show, right? Who's like at the end of the day, these people who are these producers, these executive producers these are their meal ticket, these fat people, the people who are so overweight. Let's shove a camera in their face, document how shitty their life is. I mean, I think that's an entire another layer of the discussion here, that why there's a 600-pound life TV show to begin with. And I think the answer is Rev and Straub, because they watch it.
That's correct.
There's way more than just 600-pound life too, by the way. There's like dangerously obese.
Yeah, they have a million
1,000-pound
variations.
sisters.
They're like 600-pound friends, 600-pound roommates. They're coming up with like literally every variation possible to keep it going. And they also recruit these people too, by the way. Like they seek out these people for the shows.
You've seen those shorts that like they show you like these really obese people, how their life goes, and their caretakers take care of them and all that stuff. Well, I watched one of those 10-minute episodes once on Facebook because I couldn't sleep at like 2 a.m. once. I was scarred, like I could not fall asleep. I kept thinking, oh my god, what if I get fat one day? And it was just traumatic as hell. Oh no.
I don't understand the caretakers. Like step one, oh, you want that bag of Doritos? Go and get it yourself. There it is.
Yeah.
Just do that. You burned 5,000 calories in that fucking behemoth moving. If they can't move, you're supplying them with the food. Again, I'm not putting all the blame on them, but just they also don't have good people around them clearly making right decisions.
Yes.
Here's a fucking apple.
Yeah.
Right. Well,
a lot of these people are bedbound, so yeah, they're enablers.
Also, how do they afford it? That's the thing.
That is so
a lot of these people they're living in poverty, and yet they're eating just enormous amounts of food. And a lot of it's like
Fast
DoorDash, and I don't know how they afford all this.
Well, you look at what they were eating, and I don't know if this is accurate or not, but this is.
Ollie could only eat a tiny bit of food this morning. 30 fried eggs, 2 solid pounds of grilled sausage, plus 15 thick slices of bread.
Let's just be real. Who is she has to get air for this. And at some point when you're having 2 pounds of sausage, you should probably be like, I think I can do with just the 1 pound. I don't know.
Is that like a milkshake?
A couple slices.
It looks like a thing of milk.
Yeah, maybe not.
Oh my god,
Wow.
Wiggles! Look at
I
the
know
Wiggles.
she's not up making 30 scrambled eggs and all that stuff. So who is bringing her 30 scrambled eggs and 2 pounds of sausage?
I just at a certain point.
Her mother.
This is it. Yeah, this is the.
And then the mother's not even. I mean, the mother's not super skinny or anything, but they're nowhere near. Or they're normal size.
My mother gave me this little tip, and for the 99% of the time I followed it throughout my life, and I thought it was actually pretty smart. You never allowed to change your pant size. So the minute it starts getting uncomfortable, too bad, live in it, because it's a reminder whoop, time to go back. You don't want to encourage that lifestyle and get another pant size up. It's time to go no, it's time to scale back. And it was just a really good visual reminder, because you're also feeling uncomfortable in it. So it's every day you're kind of all right, I got to do something about it. This is horrible. So I think if anyone's out there, that's a really good way of motivating you to make some different choices. Because here's the worst part about being heavy. The problem with being heavy is that the results are not instant. So the heavier and heavier you go, then it's the more work you're going to have to do to get rid of it. And you're not going to see the results you're hoping for potentially for months to years. And that's what's so bad about it. It's you're I can understand the stress of you're eating healthy, you're starving, but you're not eating, and you're exercising, you're doing all this stuff, and then you get on the scale, it's 2 pounds lost, and it's just hard not to go back to that comfort food that has rewarded you for yourself throughout your life. And so that's always another indicator of again, minute you start seeing that you're getting a little heavy, reverse it immediately, because eventually you're going to want to lose the weight, and the more you go and get heavier, the harder that's going to be to get rid of.
Well, and it certainly doesn't help when it's being glorified on TV. We mentioned 600-Pound Life. Dangerously Obese is a show.
Fat Fuck is another one.
1,000-Pound Sisters, 1,000-Pound Best Friends, My Big Fat Fabulous Life. There's a show called Heavy, Extreme Weight Loss. That's, by the way, that is no longer on because it was seen as fat-phobic and dangerous as far as the way they were losing weight loss there. Fit to Fat to Fit, Family by the Ton. These are all real shows. British Super Size versus Super Skinny, Fat Doctor, Weight Loss Ward, Secret Eaters. I don't, just the fact this is all glorified is a major part of the problem. And I go back to these producers and these executive producers, these executives who are behind these shows. These people, pardon the pun, are just their meal ticket. Allows them to keep their job going for a long and just shovel the shit. Yeah, hey, you don't need 24 eggs. What about 30 eggs instead for breakfast, huh? What do you think of that? That's grosser than, like.
Well, yeah, that'll look real good for the camera. That's gonna really rope people in. Yeah, show it off.
Absolutely.
It's just a modern day sideshow. It's amazing that we still go to our traditions and classics. It's just a different form of it, You have the mukbang people who
I was literally gonna say feeders and stuff on like TikTok and YouTube, and they go and they'll be like, "What I eat in a day as a fat woman that doesn't care," and they're like dunking their donuts in milk, and they're like eating cheeseburgers with the sauce all over their face. It's a fetish, and they get paid for it, and they get to eat whatever they want and get money for it.
Yeah, and that they're constantly rewarded by this, 100%. God, so sad, so disheartening. There is more here. Labs in this wonderful life segment about, it's just called Broken Society. Do we want to hold off on Elon Musk's kid?
That's up to you.
A grown man in a little girl's bed with little girl linens and frilly underwear. The tight to go over diaper, wearing what a very small child would wear. It's just creepy and gross. How do they not see this?
Isn't that fucking weird, dude? That's a dude.
Clearly.
That's a man.
Yeah.
100%, by the way, if like Sydney Sweeney did that ad, like everyone on the internet would be calling her, like they would be saying she's like pedo baiting and like all this stuff, and they'd be canceling her and saying this is like so gross and predatory and all that sort of stuff.
Yeah, it's disgusting. And by the way, the title of this couldn't be more true. The making of Vivian Wilson. Totally fabricated, totally fake, not even real. It's disgusting.
It's creepy because it's a grown man. Like you are not a woman. You are not girly. You're not feminine. You are a man, and this is weird that you are not only trying to be a woman, but let's be honest, like you are trying to be like cutesy, and like when you're a woman, it's one thing, like okay, you're embracing your feminine cutesy stuff, but when you're a grown man, it's weird. It's creepy.
I think it's creepier all the people who are buying that magazine and reading it that are actually can't wait to read it. That's what's more creepy to me.
Oh yeah, and going slay queen.
Yeah,
slay.
And keep in mind, this person was on Hassan Piker's stream as well. In person.
Oh really?
Yes.
Wonderful, great, spectacular. All right. And then we have this last little tidbit here about being addicted to our phones. I have not seen this yet, but let's check this out. Or not.
It was rife. I've just come back from Broadway where I did Oedipus. Virtually the whole audience will take out their phone at the end of the evening. Why can't they let it live in their souls for 5 minutes? But it's like people need to take a photo of the curtain call to prove that they've seen it. You don't have that so much in the UK, but it's starting to filter in. And I feel so strongly about it. So now there's an announcement before the beginning of the play. So people don't just have to look at a sign and ignore it. They're actually hearing a voice saying, please do not take photographs. Come on, it's theatre. Let's take the digital out of it just for a moment. We're all in this room. We're telling you a story. You're listening. Clap or don't clap, but don't just stick up your phone in our faces. I find it insulting. Stop it.
Okay. I actually have a lot of thoughts on this, right? My first observation is the people who agree with this, who are on their phone 51,000 times over here, who have all looked at this on Instagram and being like, slay queen, you're right. When in reality, they're just going, boop, 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 right? But there is truth to what she's saying. I heard a stat that says the average person touches their phone almost 2,000 times a day.
Not me.
Yeah, I know. I know.
I could burn it. I would.
Yeah, I was very hesitant to switch to the smartphone. In like I've had that for probably a decade now, a smartphone. But I was like, I only want to text and I only want to call, and now everything is tied to it. Everything.
I don't even want to text or call.
I just don't do anything, right?
To me, the most like so that's a good point that she made. But to me, the most again, where I just want the sun to swallow all of us is every time I go anywhere, I will see, especially young people, out on a date or with friends, and every single one of them. So now they've made it. The lemmings have actually made their way outside to do something, and they're all living in the phone to talk to other friends instead of the friends directly in front of them. And I just want the sun to swallow all of us.
And that reminds me of yesterday. I had to drop something off at the post office, and I was in line, and the woman in front of me, I guess, couldn't have the attention span to last the 5 minutes to wait in line. And she had her phone out, watching TikTok with the volume on full volume.
Yes.
Holding it in front of her face like she's taking a selfie, just listening. And like people are like turning around, like giving like a side eye, and just doesn't matter. She's in her own world. She needs the stimulation. It's just like totally pathetic.
No, yeah. I hate there are like specific people, especially in my family, that like cannot get off their phone when we're all together, and it's so frustrating. Or it's like they have to take a photo of everything and they have to post it on Facebook. And I'm like, I don't want my photo on your Facebook page. I don't want to take a photo. Not everything has to be a photo op. Not everything has to get tagged. And it's like, if you didn't post it, you didn't do it. And it's so frustrating.
Well, that's actually the argument in that video. So I was reading the comments last night when I saw that video. And so a lot of people are arguing for the whole reason that they can't. So this is for theater specifically, the arguments, right? So they're arguing saying that, well, they can't really afford theater anymore because it's so expensive. So taking that one photo at the very end when, everyone's, taking their bows and all that is basically like a momentum for them, right? Like they took that photo, they can go back to it in years' time and be like, look, I went to this thing, look at the cool stage and everything like that. So there is that argument to be made where like it was just the one photo for them, but also the fact that they're just, as soon as it's over, photos. In fact, I'm going to bring it to Harry Potter, sorry, but when Tom Felton came back to Cursed Child for Harry Potter, all the influencers were taking their phones out during the play, right, and recording stuff, which, by the way, is not allowed, and they were posting all over social media and everything because they wanted to be the first one for the clicks and social media and all this other shit, and it was so trashy. I kept calling people out saying, yo, put your phone away, you're like in a play, you're in a musicals, whatever the thing is, put it away, it doesn't belong there, and it's pretty disgusting now that even, like, influencers are also adding on to this whole, you need to take all the pictures, you need to do all this stuff, and it's kind of gross. No more living in the moment.
How many times have you been to a concert and everyone's single phone is, and you're just like, I don't understand, you're at the thing, that's the whole point. And you're watching it on TV again, like you put a TV in front of your face. I don't know, like I said, I just want the sun to swallow all of us. That's what I'd like.
I've had that actual conversation with a niece of mine. I said, when are you ever going to watch this again? Like, ever? You're never gonna watch this again, ever. If you want to take a picture, okay, cool. For memorial, for memento, not momentum, Blas.
Yeah, I realized it afterwards.
But
Damn.
for a memento, by all means, cool. But there's this modern Friends here. This is really funny.
Yeah.
I don't know if you guys had a chance to see this. Oh,
you might not want to play the audio. You probably get it if it's the music.
Sounds good, but you get the idea. Is they're all just standing around, staring at their phones, looking out the window, and all that stuff.
That's crazy.
We wonder why.
And
we're
for a
so
guy like
depressed.
me, I lived 10 years with that one. You see the world, and it's just like, it looks like you're watching zombies everywhere. Every single people are walking, people who are on dates, everywhere you go, they are attached to this thing instead of living life. It's bizarre. Hey, Godspeed, you're not hurting anybody. If that's what you love doing, great. It's just I don't get it.
I do think that, man. Look, I would 100% step on the sword and lose my career if it meant getting rid of social media or the phone in general. I mean, look, I understand the positives of social media, right? Could you imagine the propaganda we'd been hit? Like, without social media, we wouldn't have been exposed to a lot of the things that we've, a lot of the truths in the world, right? We understand that. But man, I think everybody pines for a simpler time of not having to worry about your phone and have it for everything, and being tied, more or less tethered to it at all times.
I wouldn't go back in time and kill Hitler. I would 100% go back in time and destroy the iPhone. Like, I would go 100%. If we could just nuke that thing, that'd be, actually, I'm going to go for one. Alexander Graham Bell. If we could, everything should be letters. Personally.
Send a letter to everybody.
Well thought out. Instead of me being your, I'm your boredom monkey. So that's what I've always hated about phones, is that you have access to me and I'm supposed to entertain you now.
Right.
It's write a letter, think about what you want to say. And you find that wow, you're actually starting to think, you're actually starting to have lived experiences. There's something to discuss as opposed to, I like the moon, great.
Well, it's funny. People have been asking about what's taking so long to get our to do our next our next premium event, and the answer is that we're working it out through letter form. I send a letter to Phoenix every day, and I wait for a week for him to respond.
Couple of weeks.
Yeah, actually, Phoenix sends me stuff via owl, so I have to wait for the owl to show up.
Yeah, I was gonna say carrier pigeon.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
We kick it old school here on Side Scrollers, so
really old, medieval.
Sometimes you gotta be patient with things. So.
I think the capper to this story is I personally I just think that parents nowadays should look. It's here. I understand that, but I think Craig, I think you kind of sort of do this too, right? You have the ability to monitor what your kids are doing, and it can just be mostly a phone or whatever. Yeah, I think if parents get a little bit more involved and just kind of limit that so that they also experience life as well, that'd be great. But I think the problem that's going to happen is now this group is having kids. And so they're already addicted to the phone. They were probably literally filming their own birth with their kid being born. Right. So we'll see. I'm hoping.
I had a buddy, I thought this was so bizarre. This was in 2007, who he had a kid, and he made his kid a Facebook page the day they were born. And I was like, oh my God, that is so freaking weird. Yeah. And I still stand by that. Really bizarre, really weird. Don't do that. All right, Blas, why don't we get a couple supers real quick? Then I want to tell you about a sponsor. Then we're going to get to our next story, which is all about Katy Perry shoving a woman's face in her vagina.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
The high school dropout for 5 says, in high school, we had a game where you would spin a quarter and the person who couldn't keep it spinning had it flung at their knuckles. We got coins banned on tables at lunch due to all the blood loss. Jesus Christ.
Boys are awesome.
Yeah. A Sly Ride for 5 says, Rev, some games of Monopoly from the 90s are still going today. 2 people have all the money and the rest are perpetually in debt. Kids now could never. An average Joe for 5 says, best movie car is Mad Max Ford Falcon, aka the Interceptor, but not an option, so 5 for DeLorean. Best wishes to Craig and his family, and happy birthday to Strop and Phoenix.
Thank you.
Commodore Fan for 2 says, this reminds me of Jerry Springer episode where they found a man almost 900 pounds where they had to cut the side of his house to get him out and use a truck scale to weigh them and give him help. Oh my God. Marlon for 10 says, I'm a fat ass. I was over 400 pounds. I'm down 50 pounds in 6 months. These people are just lazy sons of bitches who were encouraged by fat pride, a movement that was always bullshit because Ozempic killed it overnight. We'll keep it going, my guy. Magic Misa for $2 says, I can't even finish a steak on my diet. The frick? Grimneth for Canadian $2.79. Shows like that are just modern day carnival shows.
Yep.
Commodore Fan for 2 says, good Lord, I had 2 sausage patties, a sunny side up egg, and a cup of coffee this morning before work and was so full I felt sick. Yikes.
You mean you didn't have 30 eggs, 15 pieces of bread, and 2 pounds of sausage?
All right. Ralph Copter for 10 says, Phoenix is correct. My 34s were getting tight, started intermittent fasting, and lost 25 pounds in 4 months. Now my 34s are pretty loose. DeLorean, because fats can't fit in it. So that's 10 for DeLorean. Ultra V for 10 says, I've had weight issues all my life. I turned 45 in January and decided that I had to take back control. I've dropped 60 pounds and intend to keep it until I reach a healthy weight. Well, congratulations, sir.
Go, Ultra.
Or ma'am.
Love
Congrats.
that.
Dakota for 5 says, I lost weight after the lockdown when my homie, first time seeing each other after a while, said, dude, you got fatter. Anyways, 5 for Ecto 1.
Go.
Tin Lee for 5 says, did you know the name X for Twitter is the old name of Elon's son? He named it X to remind that his son is no more and Elon's on a crusade. DeLorean, so that's 5 for DeLorean.
Wow, that's interesting. Didn't know that.
Yeah, I didn't know that connection. Common Friend for 2 says, this is why I like the Masters of Golf tournament. They don't allow phones, cameras, except approved press, etc. during tournament play. It forces patrons to watch the game in the moment with no distractions.
Yeah, that is true. The Masters did wrap up this weekend, and they have a very old school thought process when it comes to that. All right, guys, let's before we move on to our next story, once again, it's about some really gross things. I did want to tell you about today's sponsor, which once again, our friends over at Rumble Wallet, letting you know, man, listen, I'm going to tell you this right now. We've talked about this at length many, many times, okay? Rumble Wallet is legit. They can freeze your accounts. Right? We've seen this where people have the wrong idea, right? They say, hey, I think this. And your banks say, no. Well, guess what? With Rumble Wallet, it's your money. They can't do that. The banks don't even touch it. It's awesome. Big banks and financial institutions have total control, and they use it, but not with Rumble Wallet. No permission, no middleman, no cancel button at all. It's awesome. This isn't a credit line, shut it off. It's your wallet permanently. It's your money permanently, which is awesome. Yours to protect your future, yours to protect your family. Rumble Wallet is not about politics. It's about freedom, ownership, protecting what's yours. So take control today. Download the Rumble Wallet app. You can learn more by going to wallet.rumble.com or going to the app stores and downloading them yourselves and checking them out. True ownership, true protection, true financial freedom. You can see on the right side of your screen that there is a QR code waiting for you, just begging for you to be scanned. So give it a scan, check it out yourself, and learn about the next great alternative with your money. Thanks, Rumble Wallet. Appreciate it. All right. Let's go move on to our next story here. Blabs really wanted to talk about this. Like, really. She's like, I can't wait to talk about this.
Oh, it's based on her old Twister days.
Yeah. This is crazy.
Fuck, dude.
Well, you just came in so really upset. I was like, wow, I can't. Yeah, it was crazy. Who is? I don't know who Ruby Rose is.
So she's an actress, but honestly, Phoenix is more familiar with the lesbian. Go on.
Yeah, she was in the failed Batman, the Batgirl show, if you remember. That like on the CW, maybe like 6 years ago, something like that.
Okay, this is her on the left.
Yes.
Yeah.
And this is Katy Perry on the right.
The New Black.
Yeah.
Okay. She looks like if I was to create a like a designed quote unquote girl boss for Hollywood, that's what it would look like.
Bingo.
Right? She is the quintessential girl boss in Hollywood. Okay. But apparently she got bossed around by Katy Perry, huh, Blabs?
Yeah.
Mothered.
So I'm going to read the direct quote in regards to Ruby Rose saying that she assaulted her 20 years ago, mind you. This happened 20 years ago. So this is Ruby saying, she didn't kiss me, about Katy Perry. She saw me resting on my best friend's lap to avoid her and bent down, pulled her underwear to the side, and rubbed her disgusting vagina on my face until my eyes snapped open and I projectile vomited on her. So, maybe I Kissed That Girl, that, Katy Perry song. Maybe it's about, like, a Ruby Rose.
Wait. Okay, hold on. So you're telling me that this girl, Ruby Rose, this girl right here,
yes, woman,
was laying on a couch or something?
Yeah, at it was like some nightclub. Yeah, it says it's some nightclub in Melbourne.
And
It always happens in Australia. What the shit, man?
She's laying down, and then Katy Perry goes up and shoves her vajayjay in her face?
Yeah, pulls down her underwear and just shoves her underwear, like her vajayjay, onto her face.
Oh my God.
Now again, this is all accusations, right? We don't know if it's real or not. And also, 20 years ago, the fuck?
Yeah,
Why are you saying
also,
something
like,
now?
I mean, I just Googled real quick. I mean, with statute of limitations, I mean, it sounds like if this was in California, it sounds like it's 10 years. So.
Well, what they say is it was in Melbourne when it happened.
Oh.
Melbourne, Australia.
Do women have a hard time understanding, like,
Time?
yeah, they have a really hard time, like, well, I'll just talk about this in a decade. Why are they always bringing this up? I mean, I know why they're bringing this up years and years and years later, because it's bullshit. But yeah, I mean, it's...
I have a tinfoil hat moment. What if Ruby Rose has a crush on Justin Trudeau? Now she's mad that Katy Perry's dating him instead. She's like, no!
Would not.
Well, they kind of look alike, right?
I mean,
A little bit.
They are both
got
women.
the blue eyes, dark hair.
She said, after I threw up on her, I told the story publicly, but changed it to be a funny little drunk story because I didn't know how else to handle it. Later, she agreed to help me get my U.S. visa, so I kept it a secret. Yes.
Okay.
So.
Yo, Katy Perry's like Harvey Weinstein.
Right.
I
Well,
mean, what if they were just like not excusing it if it happened, but like I could see them all being just like really drunk and gross and like mess. I don't know, but like it still obviously doesn't make it good. But
Yeah,
it's just
playful,
so
just like
gross.
rough out. Like it's just, like a guy may put his ass in your face and fart,
Like they're
kind of
drunk
idea.
and not thinking clearly. I guess I don't know. It's not good.
You know, my first thought was, did Katy Perry say something about Donald Trump in 2016 about when he's like, you can just grab those women by the pussies or whatever? You remember that famous thing?
Yeah.
Sure.
Right? I wonder if Katy Perry said anything about that. And
Sure.
if she would go back on the idea of, I don't know, shoving her vagina in somebody's face. I don't know. It just seems a little bit worse. That's just me. Anyways.
It sounds disgusting. I mean,
Yes.
it's
Okay.
not a
but-
pleasant thing to hear.
No, that's a horrible, horrible thing. Horrible thing. Everything about that is horrible. And as It's a Gundam has pointed out, says, Your Honor, I kissed a girl and I didn't like it. All right there. This is more Ruby Rose. But Labs, you tied this into the Prime Minister of Canada? They are dating each other?
Yeah, so Katy Perry and Justin Trudeau are dating each other. You can see them. That's Coachella. So that's literally
There he
just a
is.
couple of days ago.
I
Yeah,
didn't
they're
know
dating
that.
each other. That's like he's so soy, and people are like, "Yo, Ruby Rose is a lesbian. She's not interested in Justin Trudeau." Have you seen Justin Trudeau? That's a lesbian also. So I rest my
That's what I'm
case.
saying.
Okay. I
Yeah.
mean, are we going to believe all women or not?
Well, I have a very hard stance on all this. I give you maybe at most 24. Really, I give you 6 hours to report a crime. Other than that, dismissed. Fuck off.
I
have
feel like for
no
me,
interest in.
I just kind of am like, it's not my job to believe you or not. Like, I don't really have to. I feel like I shouldn't have to choose a side on things that are not related to me.
Well, this is, if it's true, obviously horrible. Once again, could you imagine if, I don't know, pick famous actor B who went up to her and decided to do the same thing with his wiener? right? Could you imagine how quickly the Believe All Women, the craziness would come out, and how, you know, he would have made a statement by, you know what I mean? Like, it just goes back to the double standard to all this. And
Very hypocritical.
It's all gross. It's all disgusting. Anybody who does that should see some sort of repercussions for it.
If this was like if this was a story about, like, let's say someone who Twitter would get very angry about, or is typically angry about, if this was an allegation against Chris Pratt or someone like that, he'd be done right now. Like, it'd be over. Like, the assumptions would be made. He would be already guilty in the court of public opinion, at least on places like social media. But with this, like, it's 20 years ago, and we're only going to get I guess she said versus she said situation. I don't know how she would prove any of this if she's trying to go forward with any sort of a criminal complaint. It's just a mess. And obviously, if it did happen, that's horrible. Everyone would agree, but I don't know.
Yeah, that's what it comes down to, is proof. And if there's just no, like, proof, it's like, how is anyone supposed to 100% believe you? It's just, I don't know. It's messy.
And I smell a lawsuit.
Yeah, right.
Well, I'm sure Ruby Rose was also smelling other stuff.
Good one, Blabs.
I'll go away now.
No, go and read a few supers while I get the next story queued up.
Okie dokies. Hey, you! For two says, I wish technology stopped advancing in 2005. Lisa Spades for 20 says, the problem I have is that you were required to have a phone since 5th grade to do assignments, and I didn't have one. They expect you to have one as a child, and they expected to have it as a part of you all the time. I hate it. What school did you go to where they had phones for 5th grade? That is interesting.
Craig's shaking his head. That's
well, he's got tablets. You know, there's a slightly different thing.
School assigned, yeah.
Guardian Dog Angel for 5 says, I think cell phones and internet are fine as they are helpful. Social media, on the other hand, I very much hate. Siphon for 10 says, guys, if you look down and can't see the twigs and berries, put the fork down. Who are you going to call? 10 for Ecto1. Hidekai for 10 says, I received my badge of honor from X today, which resulted in my account being locked for 12 hours. I posted to one of Mizuki's posts regarding a pinnacle to the wood chipper HBO. Happy birthday, Straub. 10 for Ecto1. So it's 10 for Ecto. Soul Server for 5 says, just a friendly reminder, before Trudeau left politics, he said for Canadians to never travel to the U.S. because USA is bad. Talk about double standards. And then he goes and starts dating one. Wasp for 10 says, I go to concerts. I only film a maximum of 30 seconds of 3 to 5 songs to have a highlight to look back on the memories. I don't touch my phone for the rest of the show. Stop filming the whole show. Thank you. And we're cut up for now.
All right. I wanted to, a lot of this happened over the weekend, and I did not see a whole lot of it as it was happening. I had some other things I was dealing with, right? I just kind of saw the Cliff Notes version of it. But this whole brouhaha between the Quartering and Kino Casino. Now, admittedly, I'm not super familiar with Kino Casino. I know they're another show. They are, I guess they're called like Internet Blood Sports. And hey, good on them, right? Make your living, do your thing. However you want to do it, that's fine. Quartering has been around for forever at this point, a decade or so, and everybody knows he shills his coffee company almost to the point of being a meme. But there was I'd say I got this video pulled up from Legal Mindset, and he does a very good job of kind of giving us the Cliff Notes version of this back and forth. Now, Rev, I know that you've talked about this at length on your channel. So let's go and hold off on that until we get a quick recap here. Let's go check it out. And
Jeremy Hambley of The Quartering may have put himself in legal hot water in his fight with the Kino Casino boys and his apparent flagging campaign. We're going to get into today on The Legal Mindset. We teach you to be your own judge. I'm Andrew Esquire, American attorney. This is a Fast Facts video, the quick and dirty version of the latest in legal news. So looking at how the Quartering has legally trapped himself. So, of course, we have in this corner, as the defendant here today, Jeremy Hambley of The Quartering, who's ran a very large YouTube for a long time.
You guys have any history with The Quartering? Anybody here?
I never heard of him until.
What do you mean history with?
I don't know. Any conversation with him? Any
Oh,
one-on-one?
No,
not me. No.
Very minimal for me. Very minimal. I'll give you my thoughts on Jeremy in a little bit.
Many people know him for his commentary on social issues, politics, and other gaming issues. But he stepped in it in a fight with the Kino Casino boys. That is Ashton, or PPP, and a very good photo of him right there. And of course, Andy Worski. Now, these guys are well known on the internet for poking fun at people, for kind of making light of their drama and other issues. One of the big instances, well, they'll try to bait people in, was with iDubbbz, who got baited into a battle between him and the Kino Casino boys, which just ends up propelling them even more, as the internet does when you engage with it. It goes crazy and goes viral. Well, the latest thing to go viral with the Kino Casino boys is with the quartering. So the Kino Casino boys, Ashton and Andy Worski, mocked Jeremy Hambley for being let's call it a corner chair sitter. You guys know what that.
Labs, you get that?
Yes.
You get that? You get okay.
That implies, and calling into question his relationships, including with friends and other people that may have had an impact on his personal life. We'll leave it at that. And also calling in question some of his other interactions with women and his interaction with other people that are really questionable. And Jeremy Hambley didn't like that. He not only responded to that, trying to debunk these things, but he eventually got so mad in this battle with the Kino Casino boys that he openly threatened their social media. He came out and said, I can take him down, I can take him out. Well, shortly after that, channels started disappearing, both the Kino Casino Clips channel and other channels, Andy Worski's personal channel, and now even Clippers are losing videos and having their videos taken down.
All right, let's start there. The idea of people are saying things they don't like about me, so I'm going to attack their channel. We'll come back to more of this video here. Rev, I'd love to hear your thoughts on this to start.
Yeah, what you just mentioned to me, I say it all the time. That's the cardinal sin of a YouTuber. You never use the copyright system or any sort of community guideline system to take down people you don't like, or if they're criticizing you. Like, personally speaking, as people can imagine, there have been videos about me that are absolutely outrageously inflammatory, just making up slanderous stuff, just completely out of bounds. But you know what? I'm not going to flag their video. I'm not going to do any of that stuff, especially if there's like valid criticism. In the case of the quartering, I think that is the worst thing you can do. And in the past, he's defended people who have been the victim of getting flags like that. And I think that's the big issue. And I don't know if Legal Mindset gets into it eventually, but the quartering wasn't just saying he has this public power that their channels are vulnerable and he could have them taken down. He said it in private as well, and other communications, where he's basically saying like, well, if I want to do it, I'm going to do it, essentially. So
yeah, pretty fucked up. The idea of wielding your power to more or less ruin other people's careers and lives. That's like, I think you said it, it's the cardinal sin, right? If there's one thing that you do not do, if there's an unwritten rule in content creation, don't fuck with other people's channels. And if this is true, if the quartering did do this, then that's absolutely fucked up. And
at the very least, I mean, he gave the impression he has the power to do so. He gave the impression that's what he wants to happen. And it happened. So it's almost indefensible at this point. And there's more evidence out there now that I'm sure we're going to see that makes it look even more likely that he actually tried to. But
yep, let's go ahead and continue with this, and because does not look good. In a second. What's going on here? I'm never.
That's been happening with my YouTube as well, by the way.
Okay. You know what we're gonna do? We're gonna bring it down to a sweet 480p here
after this campaign. So we can look at the evidence here, and we see the public evidence which was posted. These are conversations between Josh Moon of the Kiwi Farms and the quartering.
By the way, also leaking DMs, pretty crappy move from any side.
Saying, Josh, can we agree? I can take their kick in YouTube, right? if I actually wanted to, they would be deplatformed outside of D Live in a week. I don't want that. I just want them to leave my family alone. I don't care how many Jeremy is a cluck videos they put out. I have a non-Pajit YouTube rep. I love the language there. You know that, right? One phone call, gone. I have endured a lot with literally the tiniest request. So you can see here, there's very clear language threatening. I mean, this is an unambiguous threat. And he's even saying how he's going to do it. His preferred method with his contacts and connections is to pick up the phone and to call. And
by the way, this is very Weinstein-y of them. You know what I mean? Like I can end their career immediately if they don't do what I say. Like that's really like gross. I just that rubs me the wrong way in a major way.
You can see here he kind of reinforces this when there's a question saying, an assumption I see being made is that you, the quartering, have God mode reporting powers on YouTube. Is that true? He confirms this and says, yes, all I have to do is press a button and poof. I also shouldn't even have to report the channels either, apparently. So once again, he's confirming his ability. He's saying, I have this power to do this thing. And with all situations implied, once again, these channels going down, it can only be assumed that that was him. That's a very safe assumption based on that timing. It's not something where these channels would magically disappear where they've been up for quite a while amidst this conflict and amidst these threats.
Real quick, Bullet Shepherd just came in with this super chat, and he said, Kino outright spread lies about Razor, which he showed receipts to disprove, flagged people themselves, and have shared fake eye lewds of women. Regardless of quartering, defending Kino is scum behavior. And to be clear, I'm not defending, like what we're talking about here is protocols when it comes to etiquette, I guess etiquette online, right? Should you be sharing, should you be flagging people? No, at all. And if Kino did that, then that's fucked up, right? But did they take down a channel? And that's the line for me, is going after a channel here. You can have your beefs or whatever, but the way this is being portrayed and the way that Jeremy apparently has said these things, I'm using all this as I don't know for a fact, I'm just going based off the information here, is that he's saying this wants to happen. Then the channel goes down and then he throws his hands up and goes, I had nothing to do with it, right? That to me reeks of suspicion. And whether you're Kino Casino, Hassan Piker, or whatever, it shouldn't happen. That shouldn't happen. If you disagree with somebody over their content, you shouldn't go after it. It's just, talk about unwritten rules. That is an unwritten rule in the content space, something that you shouldn't do. I don't think that's scum behavior, because I think that what happens here is that this is a bigger than Kino Casino issue. It's a bigger than quartering issue. Just same as the Smash JT waitress issue is bigger than Smash JT, right? These are things that set precedents moving ahead.
That's my whole point with when I'm talking about this. I have no dog in this fight. I don't really care about either of these parties. It's just the idea of using the system on YouTube to take down people. That's something that's bad for everyone.
I have a devil's advocate question.
Yeah, fire away.
And again, I don't care. To be very clear, this is a genuine question. Would you agree that there's also an unwritten rule between fellow channels, content creators, that you leave other people's families out of it? You attack the creator, you attack the channel, sure, they're the ones who made the content, but you leave kids, loved ones, etc., out of it. So I don't necessarily know what happened, but it appears that the quartering is saying that leave my family out of it. So I don't know if Kino Casino there was attacking the family. And if that's the case, what do you all think about that as far as crossing the line? Well, you're attacking my family now, and I'm just saying, please stop doing that. I'm going to assume they didn't. Assumption here. Sure. Then how do you feel about that?
So I'm glad you brought that up, because I did see a video from one of the hosts from Kino Casino yesterday, actually talking specifically about that.
Our show. Okay. So excuse me for looking super tired, but I received some news about the Clip channel that I want.
Let me go skip ahead a little bit.
We never harassed his wife. We criticize him. We make fun of him for the things that he does. He's a public figure. He's like any of us who can be criticized. But what he does is he brings in his wife into it constantly. He says her name. He talks about her. He says personal stories. He embarrasses her. He hits on other women. And we talk about it. We don't harass her. We disavow any harassment towards his wife. That's ridiculous. And a lot of people thought we were doing that, and that's not the case. Secondly,
okay, so there's their response to that, Phoenix. So, but yes, I do agree. The idea of if they are not a part of what you're doing, they are totally left out of it, and I agree with that. There are several rules. That should not be an unwritten rule. That should be written on everybody's contract when you go to YouTube or Rumble or anything else, that you will not bring up family, friends, or anything else outside of whoever is talking about it, whoever's on the channel. That's just my thoughts on that, and I think that's totally fair. Because I got to be honest, I don't want people talking about my wife or my kids, right? I don't care about their wife and their kids or whatever, you know. So let's go ahead and continue with a little bit more of Legal Mindset's video here.
And you can even see that other channels, and this is a smaller channel, Alyssa Clips, are having their channels and their videos hit as well. When they clip things, when they post them on YouTube, they're coming down and getting hit by mysterious reporting. So what do we see here? Well, we see the Quartering denying this and saying if the Kino Casino was wrongly banned for ban evasion, I 100% think they should be restored. So he's saying, oh, if they were wrongly. So, you know, it's kind of hiding his belief that it was justified. And hate their guts, but I think it's a mistake. YouTube should fix it. I already proved beyond a doubt I didn't do it, whether they wanted to believe it or not. Now, that doubt is coming into question now. First of all, we have his previous statements, but then we have more evidence coming out that it may indeed have been him. So we had this revealed. This was revealed by the Kiwi Farms, which watched one of his clips where he had clicked his search bar. And when you look at that search bar carefully, you see these YouTube support tickets, right? You see several YouTube support tickets. Thank you for your report to YouTube, and a YouTube support ticket there, which came out right after this happened. So the timing of those reports, very, very, very suspicious. Now, of course, Quartering came back trying to counter this, kind of in full scramble mode, saying nobody is interested in the truth, so I don't know why I bother, but these psychos will just move the goalpost again. But again, my updated report history. Dozens of channels stating as a fact I took down their channel, which I understand should be back up soon. So he's trying to say, hey, look, here's my report history. Of course, we cannot know whether that's his actual full report history. And also, and I think the bigger thing is that he asserted that he did this perhaps by phone call and by use of a back channel connection. And this is bolstered by Yellow Flash, who actually reached out to somebody with connections to YouTube. And this is what they had to say. The YouTube individual. They said, just for your own peace of mind, I pinged one of our guys last night about the Quartering drama. His estimation based on the back end is that the casino was taken down from a personal request because all the user reports were deemed nonsense by the automated system all week, except a privacy claim that also failed to hold up to manual review. He's on the security side, but did say this is almost certainly an off-platform point of contact call, email, text that resulted in manual channel deletion. So once again, going back to that original theory that there was a call here to get these channels taken down. And so that's where.
All right. So he goes into more. And by the way, we'll make sure we link to Legal Mindset's video. Great stuff down in the description. But you know, there's possible that he could potentially be sued over this. But I think we all agree that once again, this could set a very, very dangerous precedent when it comes to just flagging channels. And I think if this is true, if the Quartering did go and actually made a call, like he was saying, had it manually pulled, number one, YouTube needs to look at the person that pulled it first and foremost. Second, that's bullshit. That's shitty, right? That is puffing out your chest. That is very, like I said, very Weinstein-y, very Hollywood executive-y. That's gross. And then I also saw that he was the Quartering put out a tweet about like, man, it sure is great to be able to have free speech over on Rumble, and he kind of pulled Rumble into it. Then people were like, hey, Chris, the CEO of Rumble, you know, he really made Rumble look shitty as well, because Rumble has invested a lot of money in the Quartering and their show. over the last couple of years, and I know that because Jeremy shared his dashboard of on Rumble, which was over like $2 million, stupid amount of money that they've invested in him. So, Phoenix, from a Rumble perspective, do you think Rumble should do anything about this?
I don't know how to answer that.
This is the free speech platform over here, right? And once again, we're partners with Rumble too, but I do think it's important to actually have this conversation because people are going to say that about us. Like, hey, you guys partner with Rumble. Like, I think I don't know if a conversations had been had. I don't know, but I don't know. Phoenix, any thoughts?
I think it's way too early to be able to say anything. We're going off a lot of speculation. I don't know who did what was actually done, if this is even real. We have no information. If, let's say, even there was a call to get someone's channel down, we don't know what they said. We don't know what the reasoning was. It could be for a legit reason, maybe not. So I don't know. If I am a free speech person, then I would say, for me personally, that no, free speech is free speech. So what the actions of you elsewhere have that doesn't really change my relationship with you. What you say or do, and whether you're being a hypocrite or not, is nothing to do with that. Doesn't change my platform's values, if that makes sense. Let courts decide that. Let other people decide that. I'm just here to facilitate your free speech. That's it.
I think that's fair. I think that's totally fair. And we've talked about that many times, how there are things that happen off platform. We talk about that on Twitch. This person did something on YouTube, so they get banned on Twitch. And we always go, that's bullshit, right? So I think for the idea of consistency, I think that's something that we should, be keep in mind, right? Rev Straub, any thoughts on this whole brouhaha?
I just think it all comes down to optics. I think the whole thing is just optics, how it looks, what he was saying, and like you guys said, puffing out his chest that he has the ability to do these things, and then those things do happen. It just doesn't look good. And you can think any way you want about the Kino Casino group there, the two guys there. You can think whatever you want, but when you have this idea that we're going to start flagging down channels we don't like or that are criticizing or even being, rude or pushing the line, that's a really dangerous route. And with the free speech stuff too, like, yeah, I mean, he should have the free speech to say dumb stuff. That's in this case a part of the narrative. And I I'm not on Rumble, but I think if they want to be consistent for the image they have, yeah, I think he should at least be able to keep doing his thing there, but it doesn't mean it's going to be like he should be celebrated over there or anything like that, obviously.
Right. I agree with everything Rev said, and I would just say too, like, truly people, like he said earlier, people make videos about, I mean, sure, all of us, right? Like, we all get videos made about us in different ways, like, saying mean things. I feel like unless something is truly illegal, then,
Who is this guy?
Exactly.
It's Crazy Ernie from Crazy Ernie's Used Car Emporium.
Sorry about that. I know you were making a very, very important point right there,
No,
Straub.
you're good.
But Shamsa just donated $1,000 to the show. Shamsa really passionate about this conversation. We appreciate that.
Is it time for developers or that later?
No, go ahead.
Developers.
Developers, 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 developers. Developers, 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 developers. Yes!
Yes.
Oh, Phoenix, you're wearing the same shirt as him almost.
And I'm sweating just the same amount too. Yeah.
Can we give it up for Shamsa, please?
Crowns in the chat.
That's wild.
Unbelievable. Wow. Thank you very much, Shamsa. That is incredibly generous. And we do not know how to.
Steve's in the chat on Rumble.
Thank you very much.
Straub, you were saying.
No, I was just saying, unless something is legitimately illegal and you have like a legitimate reason to flag someone's video, then, that's one thing, right? But whenever you're just doing it because you don't like what they're saying or it hurts your feelings, it's like, okay, sucks. Like, we all say things that hurt people's feelings. That's just life. Like, you gotta, if you're gonna be on the internet, like, you gotta just get over it, even if it does hurt. Like, we're all humans. Like, you might get your feelings hurt, but that doesn't mean that you can just do whatever you want because of it.
Well, we'll see kind of what happens with this. As of this second, I know the Kino Casino Clips channel is still down, or whatever channel it was hit.
It was a Clips channel.
Yeah, whatever it is, we'll see what the resolution is. But it's dangerous, man. People talk about wielding power, and I know that Jeremy has talked about publicly about his channel and losing subscribers and stuff like that. And I'm sure he's kind of panicking. And I know from people who have said publicly his Rumble deal's about to expire, and that's a lot of revenue to go away. So, yeah, man, what a mess! What an absolute mess! All right, let's go and move on. And Blaz, why don't you get a couple of these supers before we get to our next reaction?
BC Wolf for 25 says, broader context for the Rose and Perry stuff. Look at what has happened recently with Eric Stallwell and Tony Gonzalez. They're both being forced rightfully out of Congress for the impropriety, and they say 25 for DeLorean. Thank you. Our school dropout for 5 says, let me get this straight. At a club in public, Katy Perry snail-trailed Ruby Rose's face. She projectile vomited on her, and nobody, including bystanders, decided to not talk about this for how long?
Right.
Yeah, that's fair. Marmalin for 10 says 2 things can be true. Kino can be scummy and taking down their channel, going after them, and this was equally as scummy. It's just bullshit to wipe out someone's content over a hissy fit. Patrick for 20 says, I used to like the quartering, but he's becoming what he used to criticize. I hope he reverses course soon. It may involve a lawsuit and loss of face on his part, but it's possible to make amends. 20 for DeLorean. Thank you. Gimbal for 5 says, can't take anything seriously from a dude using a female avatar.
Thanks for the 5.
Skill issue. Skill issue.
Bullet Shepherd for 4.99 says, then hold Kino as accountable as Quartering for doing the same thing. Thank you for these super
I'm saying,
chats.
if that's the case, then yeah, that's shitty.
One just came in from Seminator for Canadian 2 says, your feelings are overrated.
All right.
And now
Thank
we're
you.
caught up.
All right, Phoenix, let's get a quick update on our Ecto 1 versus DeLorean battle before we we're about in the 8th inning right now, almost 9th inning here.
Well, last we checked in, it was maybe a $60 difference, but here's the update. $225 for the Back to the Future DeLorean versus $127.99 for the Ecto 1 Ghostbusters franchise car. So yeah, now there's a bit of a difference now. This is almost basically a shy of $100 difference.
Looks like Back to the Future could potentially take it. Thank you very much, Phoenix. Appreciate that. All right, awesome. Okay, you guys know who Logan Paul is. Everybody here knows who Logan Paul is. Yes.
Mm-hmm.
All right, Blabs, are you familiar with WWE World Tag Team Champion Logan Paul?
Yeah, I remember last year I only discovered that Logan and his brother were 2 separate people, and I was really wondering why there was 2 different names going around. So I am familiar with them now.
Okay. Well, if you recall, this was a big story long time ago. Remember where he went out to that Japanese suicide forest on YouTube, and they filmed a dead Japanese guy. You guys recall this big viral moment?
Yeah.
It was a big deal.
The big adpocalypse.
Yes, that's right. He triggered one of the the adpocalypse right there. Well, he actually spoke about this moment. Apparently, this took place in 2017. I thought it was earlier than that, but this courtesy of a Stephanie McMahon podcast over on WWE. I hope we don't get flagged for this, but she asked him about this incident, and I'm just going to ask you guys: is he on a redemption arc? But for literally everybody.
And I will remind you that he followed this up with, don't quote me exactly, but electrocuting dead animals, if you remember that.
It was a dead rat.
Dead rat, okay.
You guys buy it?
Well, all I can tell you is that as far as his actions were concerned, he did. He made sure to, he was fairly squeaky clean from that day forward, well, after the rat thing. So I can only speak on the actions he did.
Well, he did have the crypto zoo thing.
That's what I'm thinking about.
Right, Rev, by all means.
Yeah, I can't give you like a full super, like, don't quote me on any of this stuff, but that seems to be the big hang up for a lot of people, is the crypto rug pull situation that showed that he's still kind of just doing whatever makes him the most money, and that he'll toss aside his morals. But I don't know. I also believe in forgiveness, and especially with this situation, you know, I thought what he was saying there seemed genuine, but I understand why people would not buy the whole thing when it comes to Logan Paul.
So, yeah, go ahead, Straub.
I was just gonna say, like, I don't really follow him that much. Like, I don't really know all the specifics about it, but like, I guess the most anyone can ask for is someone to take accountability. Whether or not you think they're genuine is up to you. But like, I mean, he clearly seems to feel remorse. He's showing that he feels remorse, and I mean, what else do you expect him to do? You can't change the past, so I don't know. All you can expect or all you can hope is like for future behaviors to change, I guess. And no one's perfect, but yeah.
We mentioned the crypto zoo from 2021, which that's obviously when crypto was really popping off during COVID and such. He is one of the co-founders of Prime Energy as well. They've had a big lawsuit going on there behind one of the bottlers there. Logan Paul is 31 years old, and doing the math on that, if that took place in 2017, that would have put him at 22 years old at the time. I did a lot of stupid shit when I was 22. I did even more stupid shit when I was 31. Right? I agree with you, Rev, in that he seems genuine, and that seems like he is really thinking through what he's saying, and he's really thought through this, but his track record speaks otherwise. And I can understand why people would be very skeptical of that, because once again, he is acting on a day-to-day basis. He is an actor with WWE, and they do learn how to act.
That's a very good point.
So
I don't understand what did he do so bad in this crypto thing that any other businessman would not have done?
So
yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, go ahead, Rob.
Oh, I was saying I don't know.
Yeah. So with the cryptos, it says this blockchain-based game raised millions, but largely failed to deliver. Paul faced a class action lawsuit accusing it of being a fraudulent venture, with claims he didn't compensate investors over $1.5 million in promised paybacks. He also countersued critic CoffeeZilla for defamation over coverage of it. So the idea of like, it's funny because I see something like that and they say largely failed to deliver, right? We do an award show every year called the Real Game Awards, and the idea of delivering is very subjective. I think we've done a pretty good job on it the first couple of years of it, but other people are like, you fucking scammer. Like it's really like two people on X who are like, you fucking scammer, you taking people's money to vote in an award show. It's like, yeah, we are, absolutely, and we're building something here. So the idea of fail to deliver, I feel, is always subjective unless there was some metrics that were associated with here is what we're going to accomplish, right? Mm-hmm. Otherwise, yeah, if you don't hit your goals, okay, bummer, right? It is business after all. Now, did he take a bunch of people's money and just burn it? I don't know. I don't know the ins and outs of the crypto zoo thing, right? But I do know that it was a very big controversy. So
the way I've always looked at these things is I can't control. I'm very ones and zeros when it comes to it.
Yeah.
I can't control and get in his mind and figure out, does he really legit mean it? I would probably argue that I think the Paul brothers' personal feeling is that there's a little bit of safe sociopathy or you know what I'm saying? They're maybe slightly sociopathic, and I think you find that always in successful people, that they feel as though they're on a mission to get X amount of money, and a lot of times it doesn't matter. And in this case, he went too far as filming someone who passed away. And as a young person, he's like, oh, he's edgelording.
Right.
And you're going more and more, and like, there's nothing stopping you. So I could make the argument, okay, well, he's young in a position of, I can't even imagine what that pressure is. And maybe you do think a little bit, you have a couple of screw looses. I could also make the argument, it doesn't matter what position you are, you should never do that. So my job is not to figure out what he's thinking. I can only go based off of from that point forward that I was aware of. He has, for the most part, done what he said he did. He didn't never do that again. He never edgelords to the point of being at someone else's expense. I don't know much about this crypto thing, so that was outside of my sphere. But that's the way I'm looking at it, because I don't know what he actually feels. My guess is he probably doesn't give a shit, but I don't know, and I can't judge him based off of an emotion that I'm going to assume he has or doesn't have.
I'll say this: he's a pretty good wrestler.
Yeah. Oh well, he was a wrestler. I mean, he was
Still
like
is.
a champion. Yeah.
He's a great athlete. Like, nobody can question that.
Yeah.
He literally was a wrestler, like the real wrestling, and then he went into this, and he's been doing great with it.
You're telling me that WWE is not real? What are you saying?
It's real to me, damn it. Yeah,
It's
absolutely.
still real to me, damn it. That's right. One of the greatest clips of all time.
Absolutely, it is.
All right, let's go ahead and let's get a quick update, Phoenix. Then we'll get to the ninth inning and hit this dinger out. What do we got here, Phoenix?
225 for the Back to the Future DeLorean versus 127.99 for the Ecto-1 Ghostbusters car.
All right, we'll add 20 because Spencer the Frostback says $20. Says Ghostbusters is the movie I've seen the most times in my life. I had 2 Ecto-1s as a kid because I wore out the first one playing with it so much. Let's go. Thank you very much, Spencer. Appreciate that greatly. Thank you very much, Phoenix. Oh my God, it's Gabe came in with 5. Says he apparently also scammed a lot of people out of business called Liquid Marketplace with the infamous Illustrator Pikachu card. Look it up. Okay. Reputation. The diddly doodler says this and the crypto scams are huge red flags for Logan. Really sucks. He's almost as natural as Kurt Angle when it comes to pro wrestling. Dude can go, but man, he sucks. Anyways, here's Nashville. Thank you. It's a reference to Kirsha. Mercenary says, hey, Rev. Hey, Straub. Nice to see you. Keep me in your prayers if you can. Stuck here in Southern California and dealing with cringe TDS crazies and stuff.
Good luck out there.
Yeah, good luck.
Sorry, just leave, dog. Just leave. You don't need to go back. Just leave. All right. Phoenix, why don't you put 3 minutes on the clock? 3 minutes on the clock, and once that 3 minutes is done, we will have a final tally for our Ecto-1 versus DeLorean matchup. I do think it, go and hit that clock there, Phoenix, and we'll get going. Rev and Straub, do you guys have anything going on coming up that you wanted to share people? Are you still streaming over on YouTube there, Rev?
Yeah, still streaming. I actually streamed like 6 days in a row. Today's going to be my first day off in a bit. So I've been loving streaming on YouTube. So if you guys are used to the daily uploads, those are still going, but adding in the live streams, it's been a very good time. And that's the plan moving forward. And yeah, feel free to check that out if you guys are interested in that.
Nice.
Straub?
We have plushies for sale. You should buy our plushies with Uwu Market. And also Saturday is my birthday celebration stream on YouTube. So we're going to do lots of fun stuff. It'll be a good time. There'll be a wheel and lots of cool things. So yeah.
Listen, Phoenix knows exactly what I'm talking about. Like, I think anytime you add a wheel to anything, that makes it a good stream. You know, just saying.
I did a workout wheel once. That was a mistake.
Oof, on a stream?
Yes.
What? Like push-ups, sit-ups, that type of thing?
Push-ups, like there was things on there like 30 squats. And I remember one time someone hit, they did like a big dono, so they got 4 spins, and it was I think it was 4 sets of 30 squats in a row. And then after that was two rounds of 20 burpees. And I'm like, what am I even? This is not worth it at all.
Good on you for not just moving your avatar up and down as you're eating Cheetos.
Yeah, exactly.
No, I was totally there. I saw the whole thing. Like,
and I was completely out of breath too. Like, it was believable. Trust me.
Wow. That's awesome. I think that's one day I will. I did a workout stream like that a while ago, but I feel like I should probably bring that back. That should probably be how I monetize my health. Moving ahead. All right,
monetize everything.
Yes. Phoenix got one more minute. Let's see where we're at. And let's see if
I
we get any
think
advice.
Craig is new here because he's forgetting the last segment of today.
Oh yeah, we got
$225 for the DeLorean and $147.99 for the Ecto one. Sorry to cut you off, Blabs.
No. Blabs is right. There she is. She's right.
I know. I am.
Today in gaming history with Blabs.
Snape is white, fucktards!
Totally forgot.
You
I'm a
did.
bad host. Yeah,
I
go ahead.
know. He
Go ahead,
goes
Blabs.
away for 2 days, and he's
I
like,
know.
what even is this?
All
So
right.
anyway, guys, April 14th, we have Postal 2 releasing back in 2003.
Wow.
We have Mortal Kombat X releasing back in 2015. And we got Mega Man Battle Network Legacy Collection also releasing back in 2023. Now, the thing is, on GameFAQs, the last 2 games were listed for April 13th, but I went and fact-checked it, and those 2 were actually released today. So I don't know if GameFAQs even have them shown for today, but it's real, damn it. The end.
Still real to
Real
her.
fast. We cut. It's 3 minutes.
Okay, excellent.
Give me the
Thank
heads
you. All right. We will have an official Ecto 1 versus DeLorean finale here in just a second. But some noticeable games that you missed today include
Nothing.
Pokemon Pinball right there for the Game Boy Color. That was actually pretty fun.
I put that on like last year, I think, and you all gave me shit. I just want to point that out.
It would have been really good for this year, Blabs. That's all I'm
Okay.
saying.
Gallerians.
I love that game, by the way.
Yeah, some people. This like a cult classic. Gallerians.
Golden Sun, released 23 years ago. Postal 2, as you mentioned. Wolverine's Revenge X2 for the PlayStation 2. Was that the one that was super violent? No, I think that was for the PlayStation 3. Yeah, that was. I think that was just.
Yeah.
Let's see. A bunch of nonsense here. I know these are people's hard work over here that I'm just totally just glossing over.
I'm
All right,
excited
Blabs.
for Replaced today. That's what I'm excited about.
What is that? What's replaced?
We showed it on the. I had showed it on the show, and everyone
Oh.
just thought it was a bag of dicks. But yeah, like that's the 2.5D cyberpunk kind of platformer. I'm very excited for that. But this list, Greg, I think that's a perfect list. When you all things considered, that's pretty perfect.
Thank you.
This list right here
Yes.
may be the greatest list of all time, Blabs.
Can I get a Trump beautiful list?
Sorry, what?
Beautiful list, Blab. I have to
Thank
tell
you.
you did a great job. It's so beautiful. I'm going to frame it on my wall. Speaking of walls, we're still building it. It's going to be a big, beautiful wall. Thank you, Blab.
That was amazing.
Well, great job, Blabs. Let us know what you think Blabs did today.
I did great.
All right.
I think you did good.
Thank you.
Retro Meister says came in. Oh, let's get a final tally, and then we'll finish up with a couple supers, and we will let Rev and Straub get out of here whenever they like. Phoenix, what do we got?
We got $225 for the Back to the Future DeLorean car and $147.99 for the Ecto 1 Ghostbusters car.
Meaning.
We're done. Oh, I thought we were going
You're
to tabulate
done.
some more super chats. Okay, we're all set. All right, yeah.
Let's do $1 for Mercenary for the Ecto. Says he can't
Boom.
leave East. So there you go, right there.
All right, we've got a big, massive update. $225 for the DeLorean Back to the Future car and $148.99 for the Ecto 1 Ghostbusters car, which of course means it is in fact the DeLorean that wins.
All right. To give the award-winning speech for the DeLorean will be me. The DeLorean clearly the vast superior to the Ecto 1 or Plasmamobile, I believe it's the other terminology, but primarily the Ecto 1, which, let's just be real, junk car when compared to the DeLorean. Absolute trash bag of a car. The DeLorean, vastly superior. Can your Ecto 1 travel through time? No, it goes
can make cool sounds, though.
wee-oo. That's right, Blaz. It makes
Hell yeah.
sounds, and that's about it.
Nuh-uh, it gets them to point A to point B.
It
That's a
also
great vehicle.
captures ghosts, Craig.
Yeah, can a DeLorean get a ghost? I don't think so. Can't even get bitches.
Oh, the DeLorean gets all the bitches.
Not.
Gets all of them. Congratulations, DeLorean. You're vastly superior to the Ecto-1 in many ways, shape, and form.
Disagree.
Congratulations. Listen, I don't make the rules here, Blabs.
You literally do.
No, the normal man made the rules. They made the rules today. Here on
Shame
April
on all you
14th,
whippersnappers out there.
April 14th, 2026, it has been definitively decided that the DeLorean is vastly superior to the Ecto-1. It's the way it goes. All right, Rev Straub, I'll give you all an out real quick while we finish up a couple of these supers because we have a little bit more to go. You guys want to say goodbye?
Yeah, thanks for having us. And
Yeah,
of course.
it was a
Great
nice
to
way
be here as
spend
always.
Some of my birthday with you guys and share
Happy
it with
birthday.
Phoenix. Happy birthday to you too.
Let's go. Make sure you guys go to Straub's birthday celebration. She'll be doing squats and all sorts of things.
Oh, absolutely not.
You know what? Honestly,
Maybe
maybe
Rev
I'll
can
do it
come
for
and
her.
do it.
Maybe
Yeah,
I'll be
maybe
I'll be
Rev
the
can come
clown
over.
for the stream.
Love that. All right. Thanks, guys. Have a great week, okay?
You too.
Bye.
Thanks,
Bye.
guys.
Thank you.
Hi, chat.
Bye.
All right, go check out their channels. Their links are down below in the description. And always great to have Rev and Straub on. All right, Blast, fire away with the remaining supers.
All right, Retromeister for 10 says, most may not realize, but Logan Paul's situation, an excuse to push censorship on YouTube, aka the first adpocalypse, one that became the catalyst for COPPA to be renewed just before COVID happened, for the DeLorean. That was 10 for the DeLorean.
Well, it already won, so it's okay.
Anyway, Tabitha has hosted, or Tabith Hash has hosted rating over on Kick. So thank you for rating. Diddly Duder for 5 says, Craig, workout stream where he is in a hip abductor machine for hours. Bike Shorts for 5 says, Blabs, thank you for putting one of the best Mega Man game on there. You are quite welcome, sir. Tin Lee for 2 says, for Rev, why are you outside? The Straub make you. Sorry, my guy, I didn't get to answer that one. And Wastelander for 5 says, next upload. Hey, everyone, this is Buff Rev here. Chest muscle jiggle.
Go.
And we are caught up.
All right.
I have to announce tomorrow's guest, and I'm really quite proud of this thing, okay? So, tomorrow's guests are Philip Chan and Tiny Panda Face. And tomorrow's showdown is fried rice versus lo mein. I've got it all set up and ready to go. so tune in tomorrow. It's gonna be really fun. That's it.
Never going to beat those allegations, Arch Blabs.
I really like fried rice and lo mein, so this is a difficult one.
Really like racist, don't you?
But yeah, well, Flawed couldn't make it. He texted me this morning, and I was like, shit. I was like, well, you either gotta find a black guy, or I'll just get Tiny Panda Face real fast.
Why do you need to DEI our guest, Blabs? We need to find a black guy.
Well, because Flawed couldn't make it, and it was supposed to be a Rush Hour theme. That was the whole point. I'm like, well, shit, what do I do here? So I decided to go with Asian Invasion instead. And since Tiny Panda Face hadn't been on in like a month plus, I was like, why not? This is how my process works, okay? So
It's great.
I have
Blabs.
rice in the fridge.
I have no doubt you have rice in the fridge. Trying to cultural appropriate their life. That's ridiculous. Unbelievable. Blabs, maybe this is how we're going to start the show for you from here on out.
Yes!
Come on out, you
rapist! Let's go! Let's go!
All right, you guys do us a favor. Hit the thumbs up button. We'd really appreciate if you just scroll your little mouse over there, hit the thumbs up button, whether you're watching on your phone or your iPad or your PC. We'd appreciate you guys hitting that thumbs up button. It helps grow the show a little bit more every single day. It's a great way to help for free, which is just absolutely wonderful. All right, time to roll out, guys. We'll be back tomorrow with who, Blabs?
Oh, Tiny Panda Face and Philip Chan or Jackie Chan and Mulan. Thank you.
All right, sounds good. You guys have a great rest of your day. Remember, people are going to try to keep you down. Don't let them. You guys got a goal. Go get it. See you guys tomorrow at 11 a.m. Central Time. Have a great day. Bye-bye.
Bye, fatality.